We're live. It's Sunday. I'm doing this at 6 p.m., a little bit earlier than usual. Usually I do this at 7, but I found myself waiting until 7 o'clock. And it's like, I could bump it up a little bit more. But I did a poll. Not that many people said 5 p.m. I think a lot of people, if not most people, said 6 p.m. And then there was a good amount of people that said keep it to 7 p.m., but I want to try out 6 p.m. It's a little bit earlier, so if Luke Coons is out there, he better be out there. I'm going to text him right now. Not text him, I'm going to tweet him. Luke Coons, get your butt here. Or I should say Deckard. That's his online name, his biblical name. I'm going to tweet him right now. Get in here. Okay, tweeted. Tweet was sent. Here we go. Let's see who's here. Shane Ford, time's up. $3 off. Yes. Today is a day for truth. No, today we're going to unbox a Green Lantern figure, and the main event will be the Ninja Turtles. But I did stop at Target today, so I got a few extra items. Who's here? Name them off. Hang on. We got, does it say? Can I see? It just says, I want my TV now. Has 2 viewers. Who's out there? Shane Ford's out there. Anyway, so we'll start with Green Lantern, and then we'll do with the Target haul, and then the main feature will be the Ninja Turtles. So we'll start that now. So here we go. This is the McFarlane Kyle Reynor figure. That. So cool. So cool. Look at that. Look at that. That's cool. Ooh, a new viewer. Filler Vision. Finally able to watch one of your live stream. Can't wait. Thanks. That's so great. A new viewer. Man, I've done like, oh my gosh, like a month's worth. Or I should say like a month, like weekend worth. You know what I mean? But anyway, so the first one I'm going to unbox is the Kyle Reynor figure. Now this one, I was talking about during my Anthony stream. Me and Anthony were talking about action figures, and I said I wanted to have a little 90s section on my toy shelf. And what I mean by 90s section is like I grew up with all these comic books, not all these comic books, but I grew up with Incredible Hulk, Catwoman, there was a Congo Gorilla, and then there was one issue of Kyle Reynor, Green Lantern. And I was always liked his look, Kyle Reynor's look. So we were talking about action figures last week, and I was like, I think I'm going to get the Mattel one. I'm going to get the Mattel Kyle Reynor. And Anthony gave me a funny look like, okay, it's just a little bit inaccurate. But then I started doing research, and then I found out there was a gold label of this Kyle Reynor. That's weird. Yeah. So I have a light up here that's like going over here that's lighting this over here, and then I have a light over here, but this light is not doing this Kyle Reynor. See, it's got that little circle. Like, speaking of which, I did, because I've been doing 2 shows. I've been doing the Ireland collection and then this on Sundays, and I've been unscrewing it and rescrewing, unscrewing. So this one is broken now. I can't unscrew that now because it's completely busted. So I was like, so I need to get a new lighting system. So there's that. But let's unbox this figure. I did pay a little bit more than usual with this because I got it secondhand on eBay. But, you live and you learn, because I was, for the last couple of months, I've been moving into my new apartment. And I was focusing on that, so I missed out on some action figures out there. And I think this is one of them I missed out on. Because I think this was exclusive to Target, I believe. Yep. Totally thought you were just being picky. I had no idea you didn't know about this exists. Yeah, I know. I was just talking about that earlier. Because I remember I was like, I was talking about this figure. And then you gave me like a funny look like, really? You're going to go with Mattel? Are you sure about that? Are you sure? Are you thinking about that? Had no idea. But it had been months since I've been to Target. Like probably October was the last time I went to Target. Because like at the end of October is when I moved in here. And then it was just like focusing on bed frame, mattress, dresser, TV stand, TV, Blu-ray player, all those things came first. So I wasn't even thinking about action figures during that time. So like, towards the end of December or whenever that was, January, when I did the Target haul, that was the first time I've been in Target in months. And no, I wasn't just being picky. I had no idea that there was a gold label of this Kyle Reynor. And when I found out about this guy, I'm like, oh my God, he is a sexy beast. He's great. Because I don't like the other one. I think the other one's like more green, and it's just like, it's like too much. I can't handle it. But, focus on here. Focus. Look at that. Isn't he great that he can communicate? Isn't he grand that you can understand? This is awesome, though. Because this looks like the one I grew up with. This looks like the freaking guy on that cover with, holding that person dying on that planet. Totally don't remember what that plot was in the comic. But it doesn't quite matter because I like the look of it. And that's what I like about these action figures. I like the look of them. Last week I was talking about how those old toys had little zip ties, and now these ones have that little plastic thing. I just gotta clip them. Let's see. Let's go to the comments while I'm cutting this. Yes, he was exclusive to Target along with the Deathstroke and Wonder Woman, I think. Very short run. Never saw them in stores. Yeah, I probably never see these guys in stores, And I missed out on that. I had to pay a little bit extra because I had to go through eBay. I said this before, but everyone's a little bit late. But, yeah, I just paid a little bit extra, but it's the cost of, missing out in stores. And that little bit of extra is like, if you had to go to the store once or twice, or, by the time you go to Target, you got to stop to eat. I don't know. I justify the price of some of these collectibles I get because it's just like, what, if I'm going to pay a little bit extra, it makes sense, It's like I'm saving on gas money. I'm saving on stopping at Wendy's when we're out there. Yeah. So he has a couple accessories. He has like some armor. Come on. Oh, wait, not close. There we go. Boom. I had to remember that. I was watching my old streams, studying them. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And meanwhile, I'm like way over here, like, look at that. I have to go like right directly at the camera, like right in the middle. Right there. Boom. Look at that. That's cool. And then he's got a sword. 100 bad guys with swords. Oh, hang on. Do it again. Nope, too thin. Too thin. Stop! That was a little Lion King reference. I would go more. Whoa! Maybe it's just been a while since I handled McFarlane, but I like the way he moves. He's like smooth. Ooh, Hercules. Let's see. Let's go to the comments. What does Captain Iron Dog say? That version of Kyle Reynor is far better than the original. Makes me regret not getting it at the time when they released. Yeah, like this is great. Look at that. I can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm on top of the world. Could have been somebody else. Let's see. Ooh, very nice. What got you interested in starting collecting figures? Oh, that's a big one. Okay, so let's just dive into that. Let's pause, time out. Let's do some story time because, after I'm opening this guy, or maybe I just continue opening and then talk about that. So that'll be the subject, but let me just introduce this next figure. Another comment from Captain Iron Dog. Oh, no. Ooh, Shane Ford. Not Captain Iron Dog. Sorry. Apologies. Anthony. Look what I got. Jake Sully. I was so sad. So I went to Target today and I really wanted to get Natiri. And I went there and all they had were like the mini Avatar figures. And they only had like 3 of these things. They had Jake Sully. And then they had the chief of the other tribe. And then like the mech suit, and I'm like, no, I missed out on Natiri, which is so weird because like the last time I was there was like a whole section of Avatar. Now they're like must be weeding them out. But I got little Jake Sully. What do you call it? I just seen this movie in December. The only thing that I really, really dug about this Avatar movie is when they go all full Mel Gibson, like violent. So there's like sequences where like Natiri and Jake Sully have to like infiltrate and like use their big giant arrows, even though like in reality they're like huge giant spears. And it's like the coolest freaking thing ever. And how they just go in stealth and they're just like brutal. It's almost like, why is this PG-13? This could be like rated R with like their brutality. But yeah. So I'm okay with getting Jake Sully. I think they do sell these on Big Bad Toy Store, so I'll probably get Natiri later on. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's so cool. That is so cool. Man. Like, I'm not even like a huge fan of the movie, but this is awesome. You know? Like, dude, if like McFarlane got like Terminator rights, holy smokes, that would be incredible. I would want a McFarlane Terminator figure, the Terminator toy line. Whew. Just thinking about it. It's awesome. Okay, so back to your story. What got me into collecting? Let's see. I was always collecting toys as a kid. You know, I always had toys as a kid. I think me and Anthony were talking about like a nostalgia. Like, I have total nostalgia for like, dude, like I don't even know where to start. I have nostalgia for going to Ames and just seeing like that whole wall full of like Toy Biz and WCW and all that. Like, I wasn't even huge into wrestling at that time, but I did get a couple wrestling figures. I had like Goldberg, I had Macho Man, definitely had Sting. I think Sting came with what do you call it, Hitman Heart, and then what else? I would always beg for like Wolverine. That's like one of my top rules of collecting is I try not to collect any more Wolverine figures because there's just so many. But yeah, when I was a kid, I would collect. Let's see, you know, way back. We're going down like single digit kid. I would collect like Street Sharks. I'm pretty sure I have all of them. Pretty sure. I might have missed a few later on towards the end when because in their early days of Street Sharks, they came in that awesome packaging where it looks like a shark cage. And then later on, they went on to like the bubble packaging. I think I missed a lot towards the bubble packaging, but I really love that Street Shark packaging when it came in that Shark Tank, shark cage packaging. Dude, I had like Ripster and all them, Slamoo, awesome. But I collected back then, and then because like I was, you know, I'm gonna admit I'm kind of a poor kid, you know, so I had like mostly just played with my Jurassic Park toys, my Lost World toys. Towards the late '90s, I had the Speed Racer toys and then wrestling toys. That's like the early 2000s. And then I didn't get a lot of them, but I did get some of those Star Wars figures that me and Anthony were talking about. I had the Luke Skywalker with a removable hand on Epson or the Cloud City, whatever. And it came like a little suction cup so he could stick him on something and he could be hanging like, Leia, hear me. And then during those early 2000s, they had the Spider-Man toys. So I had the Green Goblin. I had Battle Damage Spider-Man, because the weird thing about that movie line, like they didn't have the regular Spider-Man right away. It was the damage, like Battle Damage Spider-Man. So that was like the first figure I got from that. I don't know if I got any more from that toy line. I did. I got the Dr. Pepper Peter Parker. Dr. Pepper Peter Parker. That's a good tongue twister. But yeah, he came like the can and like you could like fill up his book bag with water and spray. There was that. I'm trying to think if there's any other nostalgia toys I had. I definitely had some Toy Biz. I had the Toy Biz Wolverine. I had the Toy Biz like Incredible Hulk. I'm probably spoiling a future episode with me and Anthony because I definitely got to talk about more toys with Anthony. But I'm trying to think. Jurassic Park toys was huge with me though, because in the early 2000s it was. Oh my God! I even had some Planet of the Apes toys. I had the Marky Mark toy from Planet of the Apes. I had Small Soldiers. I think I had almost all of them. Like I said last time, I didn't have the Kip Killigan, and I didn't have I think his name is Slam Fist. No, wait, I had Slam Fist. Oh, where are you anyway? No, it was the guy was, is it Ratchet or whatever? Like the little bouncy guy goes like 91, 92, that guy. Because I think they actually had that, like the big giant rhino looking guy with the little 91. Oh, my record. I think they did have that. Not sure. But I did have Rick Bazooka. I had Nick Nitro, Chip Hazard, a couple of Gorgonites, and then what else did I collect? I'm trying to think what else did I collect. Definitely early Marvel Legends. I had that Incredible Hulk from Series 1, where it came with the comic book and that Hulk figure. Even though I don't really like the look of that Hulk, I'll always be nostalgic for those little stupid rubber fingers, and he's like, look. Because he looked nothing like the comic book it came with. And then what else did I have? I had Hulk, and then I had the Punisher. I had like 2 Punishers, because there's the one that came on like the little what do you call it? The fire escape. And then there was the Punisher that looked like Thomas Jane, which actually had like the you know, the coat that was removable and all that. The likeness wasn't 100% there, but it was decent. The figure I do love from the Marvel Legends was the Ben Affleck Daredevil. Even though there's not that much articulation, dude, that was a great likeness and sculpt. I love that figure. Also, I should talk about there was the X-Men movie. I love the X-Men movie because when you hit the magnet, his like little blades came out of his hands. That was so cool. I had them. I think when I was a kid, I always had like it's from the movie. I got to get that one. So I never got the one where he's just wearing his shirt, like his stripper man shirt. I had the one where he had the leather jacket over it, and then I had the black suit, and then I had Mystique. Did I have anybody else? Oh yeah, I did have Magneto. Well, the future Charles, not them. I had him, and then I don't think I had any female characters. No, I don't think I had Cyclops. I might have had Cyclops. I'm not sure, because he would probably be like a B-side character in my toy line, or I should say my what the hell they call oh damn it, like my stable of action figures. Hang on, look at Jake Sully. Let's take a break and look at Jake Sully. Look at that, fucking kick ass. I love that. That's so cool. But yeah, I was collecting toys ever since I was a kid. Jesus, like I think the first like real toy line I had was probably the Jurassic Park 1993 toys. Whatever was in the movie I had. Because I was really strict on that. Because I remember I think my dad wanted to give me that little 2-pack with those little things. I'm like, they're not in the movie. I don't want them. I don't know her. And then, because I never got that Stegosaurus. I wish I did, but I think even my mom was like, it's not in the movie. Why do you want the Stegosaurus? I'm trying to think, what else did I collect? I collected a lot of McDonald's toys as well. That's another thing. Because nowadays it's not even close. Not even close. I think the closest thing that whenever it comes to McDonald's toys, it's usually whatever like the little Disney toys are. Do I have an example? Hang on. Hold on, podcast. Let me get to you. Yeah, I do have a sample. So like every couple, I think like once a year, Disney does like a collect them all. Catch 'em, gotta collect them all. Gotta catch 'em all. Yeah, like this one right here. This is I think they had like 50 like Disney characters you had to collect. And God, I did that a lot as a kid. As a kid, there was the Reptar Rugrats movie toys. I love the Universal Monster toys. Like they were the actual like the 3-inch. They're almost like the reaction figures before there were reaction. They were at a Burger King. I love those. Oh my God, they're my favorite. I actually had to recollect those a couple of years ago because all mine were beat. So I got, case fresh ones from eBay and I opened them. What other toys did I collect? Damn, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, and the Inspector Gadget, that was incredible. That was really cool. Had to collect all those. I love the Tarzan toys. I remember like the little straw where you go, because I would get the large drink just to get that straw, and you suck it, and it goes, oh my God. And then I'm nostalgic for the Wild Wild West toys. I'm nostalgic for the Men in Black toys, where it actually have like what's his name? I know one of them is J. Is the other one K? I think it's JK. So they would have. I was just remembering. Oh, sorry. As I mentioned JK, I was just remembering in that scene in the movie where the old man just sitting there like, and then Tom Lee Jones is like, "No, you won't." I don't know why that just popped in my head. It's just that look of the old man, like, "Oh, too old for this." Anyway, I love the Men in Black toys. What else did I collect? The Lost World wristwatches, the Rugrat watches. There's just a lot of collecting. I stopped in like 2006 because one of my teachers said something. I was just like, that's not fun. That's not cool. Yeah, he teased me for like collecting action figures because I was talking about like, oh yeah, I just got the Mr. Fantastic. I don't know if you guys remember in the Marvel Legends line, there was like that little car that came with Mr. Fantastic. He had like regular arms and regular hand, like huge hands. It was really cool, and I was so excited about it. I was like talking about it in the classroom, and like he just like made fun of me for like basically buying that, and like I was like, oh geez, and like this is like in my teens, so I was like, ah shit. So I stopped collecting toys in like 2006. Funny enough, I still collected like the Happy Meal toys because like those were fine. I don't know why. Like it comes with the food, it's okay, it's a cheat, But yeah, I think I started collecting like 2006, and then it wasn't until like I collected here and there. Like when I moved to LA, I did get the NECA Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator 2. I got the T1000 when I was out there. I got some Pulp Fiction, like weird, like Kubrick figures. I think that's what they're called. And then, yeah, not that much when I was out there for toys. But when I came back and started, like when I had like the real job, I was like, yes, I'm going to buy all the stuff I want. So, like with my first paycheck, I basically just spent it all at Big Bad Toy Store. And one of those big purchases I've mentioned before, but when I got my good paying job, this was like the first thing I spent like my money on. It was this and Tom Cruise Ghost Protocol 1/6 figure. He's in storage somewhere. I got to find him. I don't know where I put him. But I would definitely have to display him. I want to display him. But yeah. And then I got back into collecting in like 2015. Maybe a little splash earlier because when I met Anthony online, he got me back into it. It was like, oh yeah, I can collect these little toys here and there, you know, at Comic Cons like the Buffalo Con or whatever. But yeah, Anthony renewed my love for toys, and I thank him for that. Really, really do. Let's see. Comments. Yep, better than that one. So yeah, I've been collecting figures for a long time, and it's usually what I find I like. You know, I still have it on my table here because I don't have a place to put it yet. But yeah, it's whatever I like. So if I like the look of it, I'll probably buy it. It's like now that I have my own place, because back in the day, you know, before I had my own place, I was like, I'm gonna buy whatever I want, and then when I do get a place and have a place to display it, I'll do that. But now that I have a place and things to display, it's like, okay, now I know how much room I have. Now I know what I really like, and now I need to figure out what I need to collect. I can't collect everything anymore, but I can pick and choose what I want to collect. Comments. Shane Ford, still haven't seen Way of Water. Love the first one, but I hate to say it, but I almost 15 years lost interest. You know what it was? I did not care for the first one when it came out. I haven't seen it since the theater. I don't even think I watched it on home video. But during 2020, my interest renewed because I was like a year without movies. I don't care about Avatar, but I will see that movie just because I want to see movies. I want to get back in the theater. I want to have that experience. So 2020 sold me on, you know, the Avatar series because now I'm in. I'll see them. I don't give a shit. Even if they're not that great, I'll watch them. It's worth paying the movie ticket to see it. Let's see. You can never have too many Wolverines. There's too many Wolverines. Okay, so like Wolverines, I have the original Toy Biz Wolverine. I have the purple, I think also Toy Biz Wolverine, where he's like, "Arr!" And you put like a little laser gun on it and it lights up when you press the back. And then I had I think it was like one of the Jurassic or whatever, like, you know, Wild Man Wolverine, where his suit's all ripped up. And he's like, "Arr!" And he has like muscles and his hair's poking out of his mask. I had that Wolverine. And then I had like some weird one eye, like he had an eye patch, like Wolverine, looked like a samurai kind of thing. No idea where the hell that came from. And then I had the Wolverines from the X-Men movie, the black leather suit, and then him in the leather jacket. And then the last one I think I got before this current one. Is he over here? I don't see him over here, but I had him over here at one point. That Marvel Legends first Wolverine, when he's like, it looks like from the comic book. I had that, and like 2 minutes after buying it, his little thing fell off because it was glued. So when you moved his arm too far, it would pop off his thing. And I was like, that is it. No more Wolverines. Until a few years ago when Marvel Legends did that Wolverine that was like classic, like yellow Wolverine. Let's see. I found both Avatar films to be fine and entertaining, interesting lore and fun action set pieces. I'm happy Cameron has his heart in them and clearly wants to do more. But yeah, I think they're all right. Exactly. You know, that was one of the things about this new Avatar where it's like, it's simple. That's the other thing too. It's like, I know what I'm going into now. At the time in like 2009, when I was a little teenager, I was like, stupid. But now I'm older. I understand he's doing like a simple plot line. So it could be easily translated into like hundreds of different languages around the world who will appreciate the movie more than us Americans because we're so jaded and we need a joke every 5 minutes. So I appreciate what he's doing because it's something that he wants to do. He's already made his blockbusters. He's done True Lies. He's done Terminator 1 and 2. He's done that already. I want him to do what he wants to do. This is like his vanity project. This is his Kristen Stewart project. This is his, Bruce Willis Batman. So I was like, I'm fine with it. That's great. Let's see. Oh, that's a wonderful story. Didn't get into figures growing up. Was more into Legos. Glad you got to share your experience. Yes. Oh my God. So Legos. Just honorable mention. Not even. Let's get to Legos. So when I was younger, I did have some Lego sets. The one I remember fondly is the Jurassic Park 3 Lego set that came with the little plane and the Spinosaurus. Wonderful, awesome, amazing. And I believe I did help Lego get back, revive themselves, because I think I had all the Bionicle toys. I shit you not. I think I had all the Bionicle figures. I don't know if I still have them. I do know I had a lot of them. At least 5, maybe 7 of them. I don't know. It was quite a few. I had the green one for sure. The green one was my favorite, but I did have the Bionicle figures. But yeah, I do enjoy my Legos every so often. The slingshot guy. Yes. 91, 92. Oh, there goes the record. Early 2000s Marvel movie tie-in stuff was very specific vibe. Dude, that original Spider-Man toy line. Fuck, it's so good. Like, you don't know what you have until it's gone. And that is gone. I love that Spider-Man toy line. I even kind of like the Spider-Man 2 toy line. I did have Dr. Otto Octavius, that figure. Dude, that was so cool. Although I ruined it. There was a lot of toys because, I would get like food coloring and be like, you got to attack, and or like take off the jacket and then not be able to put the jacket back on. I was that kind of kid. I was stupid, but I at least played with my toys. That's the thing. Mistaken. I did recall getting some McDonald's toys when dinosaurs. Dude, dinosaurs was amazing. You could put the little monkey on top of the dinosaurs or any dinosaur, and it would make a different sound. Hold on, podcast. I actually think I have one of them. Oh, wait, no. This is the actual dinosaur toy, but close enough. They did make these.
Stay together. We can't give up. Let's go.
Oh, dude, that's the same sound effect they used for the Jurassic Park 3 toy line. I'll fully admit I did not like the Jurassic Park 3 toy line. I like the human figures. I like the Spinosaurus that they did, like the $50 one. But I did not like the hard plastic dinosaurs. The Raptors are okay, but when they did like the Spinosaurus, the T-Rex that were like this size, it's like, no, that's not fun.
Oh no, Carnotaurus!
Yeah, Carnotaurus. He was awesome. Dude, remember the puppets? The dinosaur puppets? I think those were McDonald's. That's a bummer for anyone to do, let alone an adult. Yeah, in retrospect, I'm always thinking now, because whenever I look around, like it happened today. So today I was at this Cub Scout, they were making free chicken dinners or whatever, and I wanted to help support them. And I saw one of the kids talking to the mom, and I couldn't help but think, that mom's 40, and 20 years ago, she was my age. She was just a kid. So I'm thinking about that teacher who teased me. He's probably 5 years younger than I am right now, and he teased me. You know what I mean? He's 25 years old, teasing a 15-year-old kid. So it's I kind of get it. It's you don't know what you say is going to affect somebody, because you're at a different mindset. You don't know what you're going to say is going to affect somebody in the long run. Dude, I had an awkward experience because I feel like I've changed since high school. I think when I was in high school, I thought I was big shit, and then college hit me hard. You're not big shit. What do you call it? So a few years ago, I was at the Nickel City Con. I think it was the 2019 one before everything went belly up. And I saw someone from high school, and it was someone who I kind of knew, not really, but they were totally treating me like I was that same kid from 12 years ago. They had an issue with me. And I was just oh, I'm not that same guy anymore. You don't have to do that. And I was just thinking that back in my mind, because I was really trying to be friendly, but they were just holding on to that gripe, whatever it was from years ago. And I just felt so bad. I was oh, so you never know what you say is going to affect somebody. That's why I try to be positive a lot of the time. Because even now, sometimes I look back and comments I made on my Chief Brody Rules thing, and I'm I could have been a little bit nicer or just not said anything. You always try to learn from your experiences. What a dick teacher. Good for you, Anthony. LOL, sorry for that. Yeah, sorry for getting me back into toys. I love toys. I love that. No, I genuinely think that was sweet. Anthony helped get back into toys. Yep, figures. Yep. Removing jackets off figures is a classic rookie mistake. Did that all the time, right? I have a freaking Auto Octavius with his jacket arms, but his jacket is off. Awful, awful, awful. Yo, dinosaur is cinema. Yes, it is. I don't know if it's true or not. I think okay, so you know how Twitter like shares videos? There was like a Twitter video where they compared clips from the movie Dinosaur to the original Jurassic World 2015, and you could tell that they used the movie Dinosaur as like a reference because it was almost very close. It's slightly off, like a different camera angle, but it's almost the same movements of like a Carnotaurus and the Adonomus Rex when they're moving. It cracks me up. Like even like the foot chase, like when what is his name? Owen Grady's like running away, trying to get through that little door as it's shutting. I think that's like the same shot when the Carnotaurus is in the opening scene chasing after the egg or whatever. Let's see, what's this comment here? What else? Memories. Haven't seen the dinosaur toy in years. And then definitely college experience does that for a lot of people, right? Oh my god, dude. Because I remember, like, I was like, I want to make movies, I want to do this, but then when they asked me, like, what do you want to do, and I was like, oh geez, what do I want to do? And because she didn't understand what I was there, the teacher, she's like, so you want to make movies, but what do you want to do? So I ended up showing her like one of my mashups, and she's like, oh, you're an editor, that's what you want to do, okay, focus on that. So that's basically what I did. I focused on editing and whatnot. But yeah, I think I caught up with all the comments. So, and I think I answered the question, what I got myself into dinosaur toys. Oh no, what got me into collecting? That was the question. But yeah, it was just collecting since I was a kid, and whatever I liked, whatever I was interested in. So let's look at the details of this Jake Sully. So, look at that. So cool. Oh, dude, look at that. I just noticed on his chest. Hang on. Uh-oh, did I drop it? Oh, no. Oh, there it is. I see it. I dropped it. Jake Sully came with a knife for his close-up Mel Gibson kills. And it goes right into his little chest thing. That's cool. But he's got details. He got a tail. I wonder if YouTube will block me because I just showed that. Oh, he's even got the Dan Larson toe pivot. More foot content on Chief Brody rolls. Hang on. Come on, focus. Come on. Hang on, maybe it's too close. There we go. And then go closer. He's got that toe pivot. You know what's funny? The early 2000 toys had this. I remember the Spider-Man toys had that. And I always thought that was so cool because I was like, oh, look at all that articulation. That's so awesome. Oh, wait, he does too. Look at that. Little Kyle Reynor. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Took a little bit of effort. It's funny, though. Let's see. Comment section. The dinosaur sequence from Fantasia is better than in all Jurassic Park films. And Fantasia is phenomenal. Yeah, I love Fantasia. Fantasia is one of those movies I wish they would upgrade. Like, I had to go on eBay and buy like the $40 or $50 old Blu-ray of Fantasia. It might have been a little bit more, just because I'm like, F it, I don't want to stream it through Disney Plus. I want to watch Fantasia whenever the hell I want. So I ordered that. What was the other thing about Fantasia I was just thinking about? Oh yeah, even Jurassic World's referenced that. So when that British nanny is like, getting attacked, that is almost like, that's not almost shot for shot, but it's definitely a reference to that Fantasia sequence, which I just find wild. Like, oh my god, what a reference. Okay, so moving on. Oh, wait, before I move on, because people will be like, you got to show off the gun. Show it off. Hang on. There we go. Look at that. That's Jake Sully's gun, his little space gun. So cool. I did like that sequence in the movie of Avatar where they did like a little hijacking and took the weapons. That was so cool. So I also got another figure today when I did my Target haul. It wasn't just Jake Sully. It was the Take Me Away, I Don't Mind, but you better promise me I'll be back in time. I got the Marty. Doc Brown figure. I like that they didn't make this first. I like that they made the 1955 Doc Brown first. They rated this make this like freaking like the third line in. Wasn't even the first wave. But I've been trying to collect these just because I'm kind of afraid that they're going to stop making these. I don't know why. Because I just remember that the peg warmers, which I didn't even get. I did not get the yellow suit Marty McFly because I'm like, who'd want that as a figure? That's like a total B-side, and it was a freaking peg warmer, which might have killed the whole toy line. And then the other one that I thought was weird, like, oh geez, are they not going to make all the toys? Was it was the audition Marty in his jean jacket, but he came with a hand that was turning invisible, so he goes like, oh, because I think he had a different head sculpt, so he goes, oh, with the invisible hand. I'm like, oh no, are they not going to make the dance, under the sea dance Marty McFly? So I bought that figure just in case, because like when they announced this from NECA, I was like, dude, I could see like every costume from Back to the Future being made. I could see all the Biffs. I could see all the Martys, because there's so many different Martys. There's like Back to the Future Part 2 Marty, but he's just in his red shirt when he's up standing on top of the car. There's him in the leather jacket. There's him in the cowboy outfit. There's him with the, the poncho. There are so many different Marty McFlys you could do. And not that many Doc Browns, I should say, but there's definitely a couple you could do. But yeah, I saw like all these toys that they could do, but now I'm like, they're probably not going to make him just because of that freaking peg warmer they made. So, and not only this, but like this one took like forever to come out. Like I think the toy line started in like 2020, if I'm not mistaken, and now we're like 2022, and we're finally getting the hazmat suit Doc Brown. Yeah, I recently rewatched these, and I realized during my rewatch that they're kind of weak. They're not 100% great. They're kind of weak. It's almost like you could tell that someone said you got to make a sequel and they didn't know what to do, or whatever they wanted to do, they could not do it. I also think it was such a shitty thing they did to what's his name? Oh God. I know if I was watching my podcast, I'd know the answer, but now I don't know the answer. God damn it. What's his name? George McFly actor. I know when I hit enter, it's going to like pop in my head, isn't it? Crispin Glover. Jesus, that's a freaking easy answer. It bugs me. Okay, so the when I was rewatching my Speed Racer stream, when I was like, oh God, what's his assistant's name? I'm like, it's Sparky, and I'm like, how did I not know it was Sparky? And then there was a part in the Luke and Frank stream where I think I'm like, oh God, what's the yellow hair character from, Hunchback of Notre Dame? And I'm watching it. I'm like, it's Phoebus, you idiot. So now I'll be watching this back and being like, idiot, it's Crispin Glover. But yeah, I just find that funny. Like when I'm watching these streams, it's like, I know the answer. But like when I'm actually doing it, it's like a brain fart. There's some great accessories here. He's got like a little clipboard. Cover my face. Look at that. That's cool. If my calculations are right, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious shit. I remember that blew me away because I always watched it on TV, and then I watched the VHS. I was like, oh, he said the S word. Oh, my God. Come on. There we go. His little revolver. I'll draw their fire. Dun, dun. And he comes with extra arms. It almost looks like his pose from what do you call it? Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Hang on. Focus. What the hell? It's not focused. Oh, there we go. Now it's focused. See, it looks like his Who Framed Roger Rabbit hand when he killed that little shoe. Oh man, that's so disturbing when he kills the shoe. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Back to the Future movies are a little bit weak. And I find it shitty that they didn't pay Crispin Glover more money, because when you watch that first movie, Crispin Glover, like towards the middle act, third act, he becomes like the lead. Like Marty McFly, you don't even give a shit about Marty McFly. What matters is if George McFly finally gives the nerve to ask Lorraine out, and go through with it. And it's so fucking crappy. Like everything, I think everything behind the scenes of Back to the Future is so shady. Like when they started filming with Eric Stoltz, my fan theory is that they really wanted Michael J. Fox. And they wanted to wait for Michael J. Fox, but I think someone who was funding the money, they wouldn't get that funding back. So I think they said, okay, let's hire somebody who is completely wrong for Marty McFly. Not give him any assistance of his actions. Just let him do what he wants to do for the acting. If he makes it serious, he makes it serious. If he goes too funny, we'll make him go funny. I won't give him any notes. We'll just let him go. So when they showed the dailies to Universal, I think that made them break the rules to have Michael J. Fox come in, as an emergency thing. And I think it was a shitty move. I think that's what they did. Because when you watch the behind the scenes, that Biff Tannen actor always says that if you ever had questions or, needed help, that Robert Zemeckis always gave him help, always gave direction. Same thing with Lorraine. I went to a Q&A with her at like a fan expo a couple years ago. And she said, she was nervous, but what's his name? Zemeckis always gave her direction and notes of what to do and what not to do. So I think it's a shitty thing they did to Eric Stoltz. I think they hired him just because they didn't want to lose the money for funding. And they realized, like, if we just film these certain scenes and go back and reshoot them, they're going to be totally easy. Like, all we have to do is go back to an empty parking lot. That's easy money. We're not losing any money, and I think Spielberg had a hand in it. I really do. Because this almost seems like freaking like JFK, like conspiracy kind of thing. Like, I think they were tanking their own movie in order to get Michael J. Fox to join, or at least let Universal Pictures or whoever owned Michael J. Fox at the time, because he was doing the TV show, to get him over to do the movie. But it's so shitty what they did. Oof. All right, let's go to the comments. The New York sequence from Fantasia 2000 makes the rest of the film worth it. I think I've only seen Fantasia 2000 like once. I should rewatch it. I watched Fantasia a few years back, and it was weirded out how they got the Corey Burton to dub the narrator. I don't know what that means. I think the Mount St. Helens sequence is pretty well done. Fantasia 2000 has its moments. The Corey Burton dub is odd. There's like one part in Fantasia where like he cracks a joke and they don't even stick with the joke. Like they immediately cut, like he was going to say more, which I find funny. It's like the only thing that's left is the Nutcracker in the title, and then they cut. That always cracked me up. And then there's that one sequence in Fantasia where like they didn't want to waste any film that they were filming. Like he's talking, and then they knock over like chimes in the background. It's almost like we can't waste any film. Whatever we film, we're putting it in the movie, because the chimes, like the guy knocking over the chimes, like what the fuck is that about? That didn't even make any sense. They should do a figure with Eric Roberts Marty. Oh my god. It was oh god, what was that line from Dark Knight? Fuck. It's not, I don't think it was Cortez. It was like, it was Martinez. Eric Roberts. Let's see. Happy the trilogy has been expanded to a new sequel, soft reboots, or remakes. Some sort of stuff doesn't need treatment. I feel like when Spielberg dies, that's fair game, because I think Spielberg's been the one. He's like, no, you're not touching it. You're not touching her. Stay back. And they're all like, Back to the Future. Because like that's one franchise. It was look at Doc Brown as I talk about this. Back to the Future is a franchise that probably would print money. Like it could be like the shittiest movie, but I bet it would print money. Because everybody loves it so much. But I think after Spielberg dies, like it's almost like there's no more guarding the temple. We could raid it. Let's see. Shane Ford says part 3 is decent. I like it. A lot of the Old West jokes and the train stuff at the end's fun. But yeah, OG is way better. Dude, the OG is so freaking good. And I really do think it's Crispin Glover. It really is Crispin Glover, because like towards the middle, towards the third act, it really becomes George McFly's movie. And I really like that. And every time when it's on the floor and like he's like, George. And I like, even though I know what's going to happen, I always worry that George McFly won't get the nerve to go stop the guy with Lorraine. It's so good. I love that part. I love part one really a lot. And then part two, while it's entertaining and well made, I do think it's weak. And same thing with part three. As part three has sweet moments, I do think it's very exciting when they do the train sequence. That is very exciting and awesome. But it's 2 and 3 are weak. Like yeah. Um let's see. Yeah, either Spielberg or Zemeckis. Yeah. I'm not sure with Zemeckis. I feel like Zemeckis. I think Zemeckis has kind of lost his mind. He keeps making movies that nobody wants to see but him. He made what do you call it? I think it started with Beowulf. His test run was Polar Express, but Polar Express is decent. I like Polar Express. But like when he did Beowulf, and then he did like Mars Needs Moms. I don't think he directed Mars Needs Moms, but I think he had like a huge hand in Mars Needs Moms. And then he did what was the other movie he did? He did The Christmas Carol. And then that bombed, so he had to go back to human beings. So he did the Denzel movie Flight, which I did not like. I kind of wanted Denzel to be the, alcoholic all the way through. I didn't want him to change. Whenever he did his cocaine and did his drinking, and then he played that song, all right. It's like I wanted him to succeed being a drunk. We're gonna roll it. And then he did The Walk. Did anyone see The Walk? I didn't see The Walk. And then he did that Steve Carell weird ass movie with the dolls. Yeah, what is he thinking? What's he doing? And then recently he did the Pinocchio movie. I think he's just lost his fucking mind. Oh my god. What's Anthony say? Anthony. His mocap movies. What a time. What an era. We all grew up with the real Zemeckis. We grew up with, Romancing the Stone, Back to the Future, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Trespass. And there's a whole generation that grew up with mocap Zemeckis and don't understand. They don't understand his magic. I like the slow progression of how the films 1 and 2 and Marty and his father's relationship, which slowly shifts to Marty and Doc's relationship 2 and 3. Yeah, because they fucking screwed over this Montreal screw job with freaking Crispin Glover. Oh, I feel so bad for that man, dude. If they do a legacy sequel, I bet they'd have the younger actor play the teenage Doc Brown. Oh God. And then I thought of What If Part 4, and I'd probably like Tom Holland as Marty. Oh, dude, keep Tom Holland away. Oh my God, Tom Holland. I just think he's a dummy in real life. No offense, I just think he's a dummy in real life. He reminds me of that character from The Fifth Element. There's a character in The Fifth Element, if you guys remember. I think he's playing a deaf guy or like a musician or something. But whenever people talk to him, he's like, who, what, who? And then during the action sequence, like Bruce Willis is like, give me the gun. And the deaf guy like grabs 2 bullard balls and just rolls them over to Bruce Willis. I see that as Tom Holland. Tom Holland is the deaf guy from The Fifth Element. I just like, because I feel like Tom Holland would do that. Like, someone would be like, come on, give me the gun, Tom Holland. And he would just throw them like bullard balls. It just cracks me up. And then they'll have Marty's daughter or something. Oh God. I'm going to avoid the Back to the Future talk. I'm going to talk about Doc Brown. I don't want, all those are terrible. This is Doc Brown. I love the detail on him. He even has his little time stopwatch right here. Damn. Then look out. And then he's even got his little weird hand thing. Yeah, right there. Look at that. That's so cool. And then, look at that detail on his little, his pack. Damn, that's worth the price of admission right there. Because I think this was like $27 or something. It's cheaper than going through Big Bad Toy Store. Because Big Bad Toy Store is like, I think they're like $35, and then with shipping and handling, probably brings it up to $40. So, paying $27 at Target is decent. Marty. I'm going to switch the heads out, though, because I don't like the bug-eyed look when he gets out the car. That's what I like about some of these head sculpts. You could tell what scene that they sculpted from. Like, this is totally him. Like, thinking like him getting out of the car when Marty shows up. Like that weird, like, bug-eyed look. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, he gets out of the car, and he's just like, what's going on. And then I like this one because this is like when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious shit. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I like the head sculpt better. Swapping it out. Man, the first one's so good. It makes me want to kind of really rewatch it again. Because I just rewatched them when I moved into my place. Before I even had furniture, I was like laying on the floor, like Daniel Plainview, watching movies. And I watched Back to the Future. Oh shit! I better take that out. So I almost forgot about this. In the Avatar box, there is a stand. Oops. These are important. These are very important for displaying your figures. The thing I like about the NECA toys is the packaging. It's their car getting pulled out. Although that doesn't make sense. It's a cool background, but it doesn't make sense because he's driving the car. I would have preferred if it was the parking lot with the two lines, but I digress. Yeah, so like I think I have all of the Back to the Future figures except the freaking hazmat suit, but I have not found the Griff Tannen. Gramps, what am I paying you for? Oh, you know what I find funny about people on Facebook? You could tell when they're not real movie fans is because every year there's at least one person who posts like, "Oh my God, this is the year where Marty McFly comes back," and it's like, dude, anybody who loves those movies knows it's 2015. They know it's not 2022. You know what I'm saying? But you could always tell who's a fake movie fan. Like, oh, look, it's 2022. Like, fuck off. Fuck off. Again, I forgot to do this for the, what do you call it? The Green Lantern. Green Lantern. He came with the card. I love these. My pitch to McFarlane is that McFarlane should do a binder. I think they should actually, you know, have a collector binder that says, with all your cards, with all your McFarlane cards, you could put them all in there and have your collection. Yeah. Because I do enjoy the cards, but I think McFarlane should bank off us collectors by selling us shit that we need. He's like, what? You need a book? You need a binder? I'll sell you a binder. I'll sell you 5 binders. Let's see. Looks like there's more Back to the Future talk. About a 4th movie. The Telltale one. Telltale captures likeness very well. Fifth Element is so damn good. All the action is top shelf. I know it's not exactly unpopular, but I feel like people don't give it the credit it deserves. Dude, there's so much shit in the Fifth Element that's so good. And I think it's like one of Bruce Willis's underrated movies because everyone brings up Die Hard. Everyone brings up freaking like I think it's just Die Hard or Pulp Fiction, but no one really brings up like the Fifth Element. No one really brings up like Last Boy Scout or Last Man Standing or 16 Blocks or what's the other one he did? Moonrise Kingdom. I think a lot of people even bring up like Looper, and like Looper is like, it's all right. It's all right. Telltale one's real nice. Ray made a discovery. The high-end collector Monster High dolls came with stands. Regular ones do not. Oh, the pesky DNA. Let's see. People on Facebook like, I'm waiting for my hoverboard. Ugh. Dude, it bugs me so much whenever I go on Facebook or even Instagram and I see like screen grabs from Twitter because that just tells me the joke is dead. Because Twitter is like always moving, always going. So like when you see the tweet, that's the day and it'll never be fresh again. But when you see it screen grabbed on another website, it's like, oof, that tweet is like old, DOA, dead. That and flying cars, I see comments often. We're really far from real. Yeah, we're never going to get flying car. Bruce Willis is great in Fifth Element. And then Armageddon is another underrated Bruce Willis movie. Oh my God. Dude, I cry every time. You tell AJ we did. Yeah. And I'll look down at you from time to time, okay? So good. So good. I will make it 800 feet. Swear to God, I will. Oh. So what's your back? I like how like he had like a little Southern accent and then he totally drops it. Like, or I don't know. It comes in and out of the movie. Because like in the beginning, he's like, so what's your backup plan? Your backup plan? You don't have a backup plan? You're telling me that these 12, Cub Scouts are going to go to the moon? Jesus Christ. What's Anthony say? Anthony. Back to the Future is like The Office. I loved it. but everyone talks about it, so I'm done. I can't. I know, right? Even like this little conversation, this innocent conversation. I enjoy you guys are talking about the fourth one, but just that little bit of conversation was just like, ooh, no, no, no. But yeah, it's just I don't no. You guys can talk about it. It's just like, ooh, no, no. I can't even discuss it. It's like one of those things where I just can't. I can't. I can't talk about Back to the Future Part 4. It would ruin everything. If you were going to talk about Back to the Future, it's like just reboot the whole thing. Just do it different. That's what I would do. I would do it like what's a movie out there that like I guess kind of The Thing where you take the premise. Oh wait, dude, I was just thinking about Texas Chainsaw, where you take the premise of the original movie and then you do a remake that's like nothing like the original movie. Like the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003, the new 20 years old at this point. But what I liked after rewatching Texas Chainsaw 2003 is that it's totally like there's no resemblance to the original movie. Like the only thing that's resemblance is like kids in a van get caught in a cannibalistic house. Like that is it. And then there's the character with Leatherface. That is it. And like they're totally different animals. And I would want to do that with the Back to the Future. Like the premise is Doc Brown, Marty McFly, DeLorean. If I were to do, now I wouldn't even do Back to the Future before. I would just do a solid like remake, do my own thing. Just taking those premises. We have Doc Brown, we have Marty, we have the DeLorean. That is it. I would go from there. I wouldn't even bring George McFly in. I wouldn't bring in the audition. I wouldn't bring in the clock tower. I would be like, okay, I'm making a movie about Back to the Future. I have these three things. What do I do? I would make it like a freaking kid who's like, has a science teacher and he needs some extra credit, because he's not, making the grade. So he goes to help him make the time machine. And then, they start messing with things, basically remake my science project from the 80s. Shh, don't tell anybody. But yeah, I would do like sort of my science project where it's just like totally different path. Don't even go with what's going on because like I feel like that's where a lot of movies or these remakes fail, where they just try to replicate what the original did. It's like, fuck that. Just do a whole new thing. Because that 2003 Texas Chainsaw, there's so many iconic visuals in that, like when the camera goes to the dead girl's head. And then you have, oops. I think I hit the little air canister in my chair. That is hilarious. I think I'm going down. So what was he saying? Shit. Hang on, Puck. Oh God. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. So the Texas Chainsaw 2003 has like different visual iconic things. Like they have the freaking scene where the guy is like hooked up over like nah! And they also have like the sheriff. The sheriff is completely new and original, not even from the original movie. And there's just so many like cool scenes where there's just more creepy family members and that. And I would do that for like Back to the Future. Like fuck trying to make a fourth movie. Just do something new with the premise, the log line. Oh, hang on, what was the comment? I didn't even read it. Just watch the whole 9 yards. He's great in that. Dude, the whole 9 yards is totally underrated. Oh my God. 9 yards, dude. Dude, what the dude, the jackal. The jackal, dude. Fucking, oh my God. He is so bomb in the jackal. Oh my God, I love the jackal. Oh, I love the jackal. Help me, Declan. Help me, Declan. Tell Declan he can't protect his women. Dude, it's so good. And then like he goes undercover as like the gay guy. That is so great. And the gay guy's like, he's like, hey, I thought we were going to go out to dinner. And Bruce Willis is like, no, I'm not going out. And then the guy's looking at the TV and he notices like it's Bruce Willis, and Bruce Willis just like looks at him and just grabs the silencer and kills the gay guy and just continues eating. Wonderful, great. And then what do you call it? The sniper gun sequence in the Jackal when he's like, hold out that pack of cigarettes because Jack Black got different material for the sniper rifle, so the weight's off. Because Bruce Willis gave him all the schematics, what he needed, what exactly he needed to make this gun. But Jack Black was like, no, I got you this better one, even though it's like heavier or like lighter. I forget what the hell it was. But like, it's off. So he tells Jack Black to hold the cigarette case or like the cigarette pack in his hand. And Bruce Willis shoots and it cuts off his arm. And it shows to that Jack Black that the gun is off. And it's wonderful. Let's see. Making me tear up right now. Oh no, did I make you guys cry? Oh no, why are you crying? Don't cry. The Kid will always be my favorite Bruce Willis film. Don't cry. Oh my God, why did I make Captain Iron Dog cry? Jesus, were you crying about oh no. Captain Iron Dog cry. Ghostbusters Afterlife, I felt I almost had something until the ghost shows up. It's nice to see them beautifully updated, but I want to see a new ghost threat introduced. Dude, Ghostbusters Afterlife had me. They had me until it literally just becomes Ghostbusters again. I if I wasn't there with my mom and I wasn't there with people, I honestly would have walked out. That Walmart sequence and the Gozer dogs, I was just like, fuck, dude. We're just remaking the original. And that's the only thing that Ghostbusters Afterlife didn't have to do. Like Ghostbusters 2 remade the first movie already. 2016 remade the original movie. We didn't need it a fucking again, and they did it. And it just shows that there's nothing they can do with Ghostbusters. That it's really just Gozer and that. Upsetting. My science project is a pure cinema. Love it to death. If they had to do another reboot sequel, I definitely much more about time travel. Them just jumping around different timelines to be close to Bill and Ted. Yes, dude. My science project mixed with Bill and Ted, and then probably some. I don't know. I would kind of want that stupid humor, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs or like Lego Movie kind of stupid humor. Like it's like kind of smart humor, basically. I feel it's not dumb, it's smart. Something like when they go through time and they, meet people or meet them past selves or their future selves, some shit like that where it's like funny. I love Bruce Willis in Blind Date, very funny, underrated. I haven't seen that. It's in my DVD collection. I have not checked it out. Just remembering Armageddon. Oh, that's why you're crying. I was like, oh god. I was like, I made him cry. It's because I said I don't want to hear about Back to the Future talk. Oh yeah. Oh man, Armageddon. What a wonderful movie. And then Afterlife shits the bed so hard in the third act. Dude, I'm so pissed with that third act. I've never been more pissed in my life. Like it's so irritating. Like, oh god. They just did Ghostbusters again. Even though you could do so much with that premise, every time when Red Letter Media just brings up a stupid plot line, I love the whole idea where they franchised it. There's different groups, Ghostbuster groups, and that Peter Venkman doesn't want to pay their insurance or whatever, or give them a raise, so they all go on strike. So it's up to the original Ghostbusters to stop the threat. I thought that shit's hilarious, and that's what Ghostbusters is. It's a guy. I think that's what they miss. Or I think Dan Aykroyd misses that. Or whoever, Sony, Ivan Reitman, somebody misses the whole point where it's not what it's about. I think they're thinking too much of the fans because the fans love that shit. The fans love the proton packs. The fans love Slimer. The fans love that shit. Meanwhile, what really makes those movies work is like the real, like everyday, mundane, boring shit of what they're doing, where they're getting a loan out, where they're trying to figure out, like, is this even working? Are we scamming? We don't even have a job. Like, that's the shit that's funny. That's what makes it work. It's not the fucking proton packs or whatever. That's for the kids. Animated Back to the Future movie. There's definitely something there. There you go. That's even better than mine. That's almost like my freaking animated Beetlejuice I would rather do. Yeah, don't do a live action Beetlejuice. Do an animated Beetlejuice and then do an animated Back to the Future. I dig that. Dude, like a freaking who did that one? Was it it's probably DreamWorks, right? I think DreamWorks did the Captain Underpants movie. Because I could see that look. Even that Peanuts look with like Back to the Future or something. I don't know, that'd be really cool. Or maybe some fun post Across the Spider-Verse kind of shit. And you can actually do that, right? With Across the Spider-Verse shit. Animated style, because every time period would be a different animation style. Like if they go back to the 70s, I kind of think they should do rotoscope. And if they would go back to the animation of that time. So if they go back to the 30s, it would look like freaking classic Walt Disney, right? And then if they go back to the 60s, it's that animation style from the 101 Dalmatians. And when they go to the 70s, it's like that rotoscope, like Ralph Bakshi shit. Oh my God, that'd be so great. And then when they go to the 80s, they got to do the Don Bluth kind of dark shit. Oh my God, that's the third act. The third act, they go back to the 80s, and it's the dark Don Bluth shit with a villain that sounds like freaking Tim Curry. Oh. He's so good. I know people diss the Force Awakens being a repeat. New Hope, but there are 5 movies in between, which prequels. Blah, blah. Ghostbusters had 1 sequel, 1. I know. That's the thing. I don't even want to get into Star Wars. Filler Vision, I know like everyone loves Star Wars, but I really don't want it. I think Star Wars deserves to be its own stream. I can't talk about that now. I can't talk about Star Wars because I have a difficult relationship, and I found out that I think I broke up with Star Wars 2 years ago because I found out that Sam Gavin uploaded that video about whatever his Star Wars video was. He uploaded that, and it was 2 years ago, and that's what got me out of it, because there's people who said like real fans know who the cowboy hat guy is. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Am I not a real fan? I'm not a real fan. I can freaking quote Luke Skywalker quotes and do all the shit, and you're not calling me a real fan? I feel like Pennywise. I'm not real enough for you. I'm not real enough for you. But yeah, I broke up with Star Wars 2 years ago. I needed it to be done. Ghostbuster fans are wild, right, Anthony? What the fuck? They're so fucking weird. Speaking of which, my awesome Ghostbuster collection right there. But like, oh man, speaking of which, Ghostbusters, like they completely abandoned the plasma series. I was so hoping for Ghostbusters 2 figures, or even the EPA guy. Nothing. Oh, Dickless over here. It's true. He has no dick. Well, that's what I heard. I love the Red Letter Media take on Obsidian Jones and the Army of Dead. Prospectors taking over the town. Oh my god, yes, Obsidian Jones. Yes. Legitimately had an existential crisis in the theater during the CGI Egon stuff. The idea that a decade after you die, your puppet corpse comes to show up in the movie and people will cheer. Dude, right? Like, I had so much mixed feelings. Like, if they just showed the hand, it would have been okay. But they stick on it. And they keep going back to him going like, it's like, oh, stop it. Oh my god, you'll never die. Ooh, and Into the Spider-Verse Back to the Future mixed with Bill and Ted in My Science Project sounds amazing. Right? Dude. And especially you could like really play with the animation. And if they start messing with things, like all the animation starts mixing like rotoscope with Walt Disney shit. Oh my god, that'd be so great. So great. Oh, don't worry, I ain't crazy with those films either. Hate how divisive the fandom are. I remember you talking about that, how BS they can get. Dude, seriously, they're so like Star Wars is too big. Star Wars is too big for its own bridges now. Star Wars is like a religion. Like you have to love everything or not everything at all. I just thought about that this summer. I was at this fairground. There's like a demolition derby or something. And everyone's like wearing country shit or whatever, like Conway Twitty or whatever. And whatever, country shit. T-shirts, flannels, memes, 716, Buffalo Bills, people wearing T-shirts, like, and one person was wearing a shirt that just said Star Wars. And it just got me thinking like, do you mean the originals, the prequels? You're talking about the whole thing. Because I find it amazing if there's any people out there who love the whole thing. Like, I know there's people out there who love the whole thing, but like they treat it like a religion. Like they love everything about it. And it's like, dude, I don't even love Ghostbusters that much. Like, I love Ghostbusters, but I'm not going to be like, oh my God, the second movie. Oh my God, the 2016 movie. I'm not going to do that. And I think Star Wars, like the true Star Wars fans are like that, where they're like, I love everything. They love the animated series. They love the movies. And it cracked me up. Again, you know how people said, like, oh, people on Facebook with the Back to the Future memes says, oh, they came back in 2015. I remember in 2015 when The Force Awakens came out, everyone was so excited that Star Wars was back. And I think I've said it before in my old review of the Frank Ireland show, but like Star Wars never left, like ever. Like there was the prequels in like 2005. That was the end of the prequels. And then like in 2008, there was the Clone Wars animated movie. And then there was the Robot Chicken specials. And then they were releasing the prequels. And they released the movie on Blu-ray. It was always in the subconscious. It was always there. There was always a TV show. It was never dead. Like Jurassic Park was dead. Jurassic Park was 6 feet under the ground. We had a funeral in 2001 after Jurassic Park 3 came out. It was done. When you go to the airport Universal store, all they had was a Jurassic Park mug and a little shot glass that said Jurassic Park on it. Jurassic Park was dead. That is dead. Star Wars was never that. Star Wars, you could go into the store, you could see the action figures, you could buy a t-shirt, you could buy a notebook, you buy a lightsaber. Star Wars was never dead. I don't understand when people did that in 2015. I really don't. I really don't. Because when Jurassic Park came back in 2015 as well, look right here. That is coming back. That is something that, I think my lucky stars that Jurassic Park came back. Oh my Lord. Let's see. I'm not a real fan. I don't get the entire Legend series or the many starships. Dude, there's just too much shit about Star Wars. It's like it's so big and not huge at all, Hasbro acting like they don't even remember they own Ghostbusters. I know, right? Look at that. They could have finished the toy line. Like, do Ghostbusters 2. Give us some ghosts. Give us the taxi driver. Dude, make some original characters. God damn. Let's see. Completely agree. If it were just invisible ghosts, ego, then see the hand, that would have been fine. But then they go all the way and the whole thing just feels so gross. Blah. Invisible Ghost Egon. Okay, I'm like, okay. I was kind of going along. I'm like, okay, Egon. Jurassic Park was activated. Yes, exactly. Oh my God, they dug it out of the ground. They freaking put clear. They freaking Jason Voorhees the franchise, that Jurassic World. Like they freaking dug it up, and then they put the little rod in it and got struck by lightning, and it came back as freaking super zombie Jason. That is Jurassic World right now. Can't forget about the Thumb Wars, best Star Wars property. Yeah, Thumb Wars, dude. Those came out too. I remember those. Had say Bill Murray leaves the Crunch Bar Egon's tombstone as he leaves the nose in the back pocket, turns around, sees Egon's ghost in the distance. That would have been more tasteful. Dude, they didn't need to bring the Crunch Bar back. Honestly, I thought that was so dumb. It was just like a Rick Dalton moment. Like, I get that. I know that. But it's just like, I don't see Egon doing that. And it's even sad that everyone left Egon alone. Of all people, you should be listening to Egon. I don't understand. I think Ghostbusters Afterlife makes me more sad than Star Wars. Because I feel like it's easier to do a Ghostbusters movie than it would probably be to do a Star Wars movie. Even though I think my dreams, I've said this tons of times, but there's some new viewers here. My dream Star Wars movie is just to remake Casablanca with more action. Like literally, just take the script for Casablanca, rename some people, add a Greedo here and there, have a character drinking blue milk. It'd be great. Can we just call the reboot franchise now? Oh no, the Jason Voorhees Highlander. Oh my God, exactly. Oh God, I remember they wanted to remake Highlander. You can't do that. That's of its era. That's just of its era. Okay, so we're at 1 hour 20. We're finally to the main event. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Originally, I think I got this to open because it came with all 4 figures. And now that I have a place to display them, I want to. I remember Luke was trying to talk me out of it. It was really funny. Luke was like, oh no, don't do it, Frank. Is there another way? And he's like trying to tell me to go on like Amazon or eBay to buy the Mikey. But I'm so afraid of buying a bootleg that I'm not willing to risk it. Not only that, but I love Ninja Turtles Part 2 so much more than the first one. Even though the first one is a better movie, my God, the first one is so much better. I just rewatched them a couple weeks ago. And dude, that first movie is so good. So good. And there's even a difference between the full screen and widescreen. Big difference. Like there's April O'Neil and like she's posed in a certain way. Widescreen can't tell. Full screen, open matte. Whoa. IMAX, baby. IMAX. Let's go to the comments. Captain Underdog wanted this so bad. Yes, look at that. I lucked out. The thing I like about, so Anthony, I remember you said, what do you do with your pre-orders? What I do, Anthony, I read the details first. I'm like, I want to make sure that they take my money. I'm not a pre-order. I'm a made-to-order person, if that makes sense. Because that's a big difference to me. It's like, I want you to take my money now. Take my money now. Keep it. Take it. Refund me if you don't make the toy. I'm fine with that. So I'm more of a made-to-order guy. So this was a made-to-order. Like, you buy it now, and then we'll ship it to you when it's ready. So I was like, I'm more of that kind of guy. I don't like pre-orders. Pre-orders, Pre-order scammy. Someone pulled my tail. But this comes with so many different accessories. So many accessories. They actually have an accessory pack, which I will open privately, not on stream, even though I probably should open it on stream. That's quality content, high quality H2O. But yes, I love this. This was one of the few things from NECA I was able to get, because I remember they had a Back to the Future accessory set, but I wasn't able to pull the trigger on that because I think that's when I was in transition from moving out and, saving. So I was like, can't do it. Can't do it. Let's see. Still yet to see the first two. I've only seen the third one. Oh, you're talking about Ninja Turtles? Oh my God. I'm just I have fond memories of Ninja Turtles Part 3, but I'm afraid to rewatch the movie to see how bad it is. Because I remember just hearing, was it Donatello? I think Donatello keeps yelling like, "Oh, Yoshi, Yoshi." And then the villain is the guy from Lethal Weapon 3 and Hot Fuzz. He's the villain in that movie. And then there's like a scene where they fall down like the shitter or something. Oh my gosh. But I'm afraid to rewatch it. I don't want to watch the third one. I'm scared. I want to leave my nostalgia thoughts alone. The idea of Egon left, everyone was just okay with that. Very weird. Like, I get if you need them to break up, but like something more, right? It just felt so weird. And that was the other thing too that irritated me about the end of Ghostbusters Afterlife. Seeing Bill Murray there with all them and Ghostbuster gear, that pissed me off. It pissed me off because they could have done this when Harold Ramis was alive. Yeah, I remember that. I was infuriated. I was infuriated seeing Bill Murray in full Ghostbusters gear. Oh God, I'm getting emotional right now because they could have done it when Harold Ramis was alive, and they didn't. And they do it now when it doesn't matter. And then they're freaking digging up. Oh, it hurt me. It hurts. It's so weird because I don't see Ghostbusters as like my top movie. Like whenever I talk about my top movie, it's always like Jurassic Park, Last Action Hero, or Halloween. But like when I think about that original Ghostbusters, it's so weird. It gets to me. Oh my God. Anyway, it's so nerdy, but it just irritated me so much just to see them without Harold Ramis, because they had like 20 years where he was alive. They could have done Ghostbusters 3. It's so weird, but yeah, it's like I think I love Ghostbusters, even though it's like Halloween. Like I'd rather like watch Michael Myers. I'd rather watch the little T-Rex. But man, just seeing that, it irritated me. Yeah, that comment right there, that just reminded me. Like I was so infuriated, so pissed to seeing Bill Murray there. I was just like, you fucking asshole. Because whatever feud they had, dude, it's like right now it would be a 30-year feud if Harold Ramis was still alive. Because I think they fell out during the making of Groundhog Day. Even that's a fucking great movie. I just rewatched Groundhog Day for Groundhog Day. But, man, it just irritated the shit out of me. Oh, it brought me back, dude, that comment. Oh, shit. That's the other thing that I'm okay with opening this. Because when it ships, usually when the accessories falls out and just like, rolls around in here. Like I have a Taka and Razor, and it's all mint condition, no damage on the box. But dude, one of the fucking accessories is loose, and it just looks like I opened it and put everything back. Irritates me. Oh my God, these are great. Whoa, dude. Wow. Yeah, you're getting all the emotions tonight. This is amazing. You wait until you see the close of this. Like, yeah, I'm glad I'm going to open these and put these over there. These are my incarnation of domination Ninja Turtles right here. As much as that first one is really good, like these original Turtles are the best. Or maybe I should show a close up. Maybe you can see them. I don't know. Right there. Look at that. I never said I was a great leader. Parashaka, Parashaka. That's why you're getting on that plane. One, two. What have you been doing on the roof? Coming to a decision. But it's funny though. I think I do love Ghostbusters. Because I can tell you right now, I've lost count how many times I've seen it on the big screen. Because whenever they show it in the Regal, I'm there. It was funny too. I even have a funny story about that. So in 2009, no wait, it's 2008, because this is close to Indiana Jones. Because I remember the girl also bringing this up. So in 2008, when I was in high school, the Regal re-released Ghostbusters on the big screen. It was weird. They were testing something out. It was like they were re-releasing old movies for like a whole week. So it was like The Godfather, Indiana Jones, and Ghostbusters. So I was all excited. I was talking about it at school, like, I saw Ghostbusters. I'm going to see Ghostbusters. And the girl said, why are you going to the theater to see Ghostbusters? It's at the library for free. And I just looked at her like, what are you talking about? I was like Eric Jandre. I'm like, you know how insane you sound like right now? But yeah, that was the first time I saw it on the big screen. It was amazing. But yeah, the same conversation with this girl was also like, she brought up like Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And meanwhile, I didn't care about that movie because it came out in June and we're in like September or the beginning of the school year. And I was like, who the fuck cares about Indiana Jones? It came out like 3 months ago. But yeah, I remember that conversation so much and just remember looking at her like, you fucking insane right now? Because not only that, but the one at the library was the VHS pan and scan. If you Ghostbusters fans know about this, but that awful pan and scan of Ghostbusters, oh, it's a sin, a crime against humanity. Okay, I've missed a lot of comments. Let's go back to the comments. I've been seeing them go up and down. Yep. 3 is weird. Involves time travel. Remember watching the younger. I thought it was fun. It's probably aged very badly. That third Ninja Turtles movie. They did bring back Casey Jones, which I did like. I feel it's so heartbreaking. All the afterlife ending just makes me depressed. I know. Like I totally blocked that out until I read this comment. Whoever mentioned it, I totally blocked out the ending of Afterlife until you guys mentioned it, and it just reminded me seeing all of them together in the freaking uniforms, and it just pissed me off. Like, man, we could have done this when Harold Ramis was alive. So pissed me off. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing too. It was like exactly. It's like a weird high school reunion where they all pretend that they're good friends. Like, dude, no. I'll say this forever and ever, but I love the Casablanca reference so much in Secret of the Ooze. I know, right? That's why you're getting on that plane. It works so much because I almost feel like they hired that April O'Neil just because she looked like, oh God, that actress. Damn it. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. How did I forget that actress's name? Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Ugh. Oh my God. Is it something Berman? Oh God. Blanca. Actress. I'm so embarrassed. How do I remember? Yeah, Ingrid Bergman. Oh my God, she's so beautiful in that movie. And I feel like they got that April O'Neil just because she looked like Ingrid Bergman. That's why you're getting on that plane, Ilsa. So the first one I opened up was Leonardo. Right there. There's that. And then let's go to the next one. Next one is Donatello. Oops, shit. Oh no. 1A. What story was I talking about? So I was talking about high school and then seeing Ghostbusters on the big screen. That was amazing. And it was amazing watching those movies on the big screen. And it's funny. I've had it for years and I got to rewatch the Indiana Jones movies to prove it. But I feel like every time I watch Indiana Jones, I always blow my wad like after he fights the bald Nazi on the tarmac. Like that is it. Like I'm done with the movie at that point because everything after that, the car chase, him swimming, and like here, and when he gets on the small shirt and they open up the ark and he says like I'm gonna blow you to hell or whatever. I am so bored of the movie at that point because there's been so much action. It's like I've already reached my limit. It's like I don't give a shit anymore. But I have to rewatch Indiana Jones again to get that out. But every time I watch those movies, I'm always, I'm done. After he fights the guy in the tarmac, I'm done. When he's like, what truck? Yeah, I'm done with the movie at that point. There's been so much action. I can't handle it. But yeah, this is a great figure. This is, I believe, Donatello. I love Donatello in Ninja Turtles too because he does that little, that wah, wah, so funny. And then let's see. Wax on, wax off. Mikey. Funny Mikey. She's a babe. Awesome. That's why you're getting on that plane. I'll probably, like, my incarnation of domination will probably be the Casablanca Mikey, because that accessory kit comes with the Casablanca gear. So I'll do that. I know I mentioned to Anthony on Twitter, must be years ago, must have been under like even Frankel's. That's how far ago it was. I was like, hey, Anthony, do you think they're going to do like all the April meals? And he was like, no, next question. And here we go, Raphael. You know what's funny? I kind of want to cover them with like Mod Podge to make it, because in the movies they always look so greasy. Just put some Mod Podge on them, make them look like they're all sweaty. That's awesome. Let's see. No comments yet. Everyone's just silently watching. Okay, so guys, I had a question, because I made an episode about it on my Frank Ireland collection, which actually starts tomorrow officially. Tomorrow is the official first episode of the Ireland collection. I've already uploaded the preamble, the introduction, which introduces the rules. But I have a question for the Ireland collection. Would you like to see, like, whenever I get new DVDs, would you like those to be edited videos in the Ireland collection lineup? Or do you want to include them on my unboxing videos on Sunday? Because that could be interesting to talk with the audience about. Oh my God, that's actual cardboard. Timeout. I'll continue that conversation after I show you this. But this pizza box, this pizza box is actually cardboard. That is wild. I got to be careful with it. Oh my God. There's even printed grease stains in it. Holy shit. It's even got like the little pizza cutter stains. That's incredible. I love that. That is cool. Wow. Hang on. I'm crying for my Ghostbusters. Yeah, I'm a nerd. But yeah, my question is, would you rather see, so if I buy DVDs, like recently I just bought Groundhog Day, Silence of the Lambs, and The Breakdown, would you want me to talk about them here or in the Ireland collection? Because right now I did the Ireland collection episode, and I'm kind of thinking like it's going to be late, because by the time that episode gets posted, it's been like 3 weeks since I bought the movies. So I'm kind of thinking like, do I do it on my live streams, or what do I do? So what do you guys think? Should I, talk about movies? I already talked about movies on here, so maybe it would just fit right in. But like when I buy DVDs and Blu-rays, because I'm kind of thinking just doing Ireland collection episodes. Because I already have an episode planned for June, because there's some movies I want to buy, and they're like June themed. So I'm like, yeah, I'll get that. Right now I'm taking out all the hands just in case I need something for their poses. Yeah. Look at his little weapon. Weapon of choice. Look at that. That's cool. That's cool. Pizza slices. Cool. Yeah. I'm not sure I want to take out pizza slices. I might leave them in the box. I think that's what I'll do. I'll put this pizza box. Like, we'll only take out the accessories I need. I don't need the pizza box. I don't need a brother. No, I don't need a partner. I don't need a best friend. I need my older brother. Here we go. It's the little sausages to have the PG-13 rating. Do I want to keep the sausages? Nah, I'm getting the real weapons. The real nunchucks. Nunchucks. Look at that. Look at that. Too close. Focus. Focus on my voice. What do you see? What do you see? I see it. This accessory has to go on the shelf, because it's the whole reason why I freaking bought this set. His little PG-13 weapon. Donatello. Donatello. Donatello Figaro. There we go. But he does that in the beginning of the movie. I find that so hilarious. We got two of them. Disposed. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. TGRI. Oh, it'd be so cool. I don't know if they did it. We'll do it because David Warner just passed away, but I wonder if they'll do The Scientist. from Ninja Turtles Part 2. Because I would do that. I would buy that figure. There's too many Ninja Turtle toys, but I would buy the David Warner action figure. Let's see. Sword. 100 bad guys with swords. There. Take those out. And take out the bow staff. Why is there a different forearm in here? Must be a reference to the movie. Is it a watch? Oh, it's a different forearm. Yeah. I have to look it up. Reason why there's a different forearm in there. Not going to show it because I don't need it. I don't need it. I need my older brother. Oh, Gold Dust and Cody. Or I should say, what's the name? Dustin Rhodes. What are the comments? Let's go to the comments. Let's see. Wait, the accessory pack comes with the hat and stuff? Okay, hang on. Hang on, podcast. I'll get to it. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm going to open this at a later time off camera just because I don't need all the accessories. Like right now, I'm leaving some accessories in the box. But let's see. The accessories, he comes with the wax on, wax off, the little dress, the real life Taka and Razor, the full volume, and then dispose. And then, wait, oh, there it is. That's why you're getting on that plane, Ilsa. Right there. Right there. And then a little two-Ralph. And then, let's see, right here. Oh, I might post him with the phone booth. Yeah, right there. That's perfect because I do love that scene in the movie. And they got the chips. And then here they got the, can you chew any louder? Oh, my God. But a little two-Ralph. That's so good. Yeah, it was the accessory pack. This was on sale the same time this pack was. And so when NECA put these online, it was like, you got to, pre-order both of those, or I should say made to order that set. Let's see. But yeah, it's a cool accessory set. Is the franchise you've ever gotten into and never found any interest despite being popular? Oh, dude, that's Harry Potter. I don't give a shit about Harry Potter at all. Nothing. Can't even fake interest. The only interest I faked in Harry Potter is that Mads Mikkelsen was in the last movie, The Fantastic Beasts. That's what got me in the theater because I'm like, I got to support Mads. I love Mads. Mads should have been Doctor Strange. I enjoy the truck chase, but I get where you're coming from. Have other films like that start getting action fatigue? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. The truck chase. Yeah. Indiana Jones, like ever since I was a kid, whenever he goes like, what truck? I just lose interest in the movie. And there's like a whole hour left and it's all action. Like the whole movie is action. I understand that. That's the point. But dude, it's just too much action in Indiana Jones. The movie's awesome, but dude, I can't get into it. It's like that last hour is just like, whew, I'm out. Have other films like that where we start getting to action fatigue? BVS is a big one. Action fatigue. That's an interesting question. I'd have to think about that. Action fatigue. Action fatigue. That's a good one. A movie where I get action fatigue. Other than Indiana Jones. Because that first Indiana Jones is just like, fuck's sake. There's too much. But action fatigue. I'm trying to think. I don't think there is one. I feel like it would be shown off during the stream. Oh, you're talking about the DVDs. Show off the DVDs during the stream. Okay, yeah. Alrighty, I'll do that then. Or maybe do both. Wait until the I know you're the main audience. You're one of my 5 viewers, but like if one of my 5 viewers says I should do it in the stream, then I should probably do it in the stream. I got a bunch of DVDs I just ordered from eBay. I'll probably keep them a secret until I do the haul video. I was just going to say, well, let me rattle them off, but I'm like, no, that's stupid. I need something to talk about next weekend. Movie unboxing stream would be pretty cool. Okay, so all right. All right, so the Sunday stream will be the The DVDs. Okay. All right. In depth Ireland collection discussions. I think you should share them on here and have the Ireland collection. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's fair. I like this one. I like this suggestion here. So do stream in-depth conversation with the audience of why I like the movies. And then when I do an episode, like the next episode I need to record is going to be X-Men. In the X-Men episode, just say like, hey, I bought these, at the end, like a little tidbit. Like the Reading Rainbow shit, like Reading Rainbow at the end, like, I bought this book. This is the book. Dude. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do the Reading Rainbow thing. That's good. Christ alive with Chief Rhodes quote. I need my brother. He does. And then a quote, a little too Ralph to myself once a week ever since I saw it. Yeah, a little too Ralph. I'm gonna leave this one up though. This one made me laugh. Anything to make Anthony laugh. That's hilarious. Christ alive with the Cody Rhodes quote. I don't need the pizza box. I don't need the sausages. What I need is the TGRI canister. Honestly, like an inside joke, I should probably get a Cody Rhodes and put him with my Ninja Turtles, just as an inside joke to me. Oh, man. To be honest, even though I love the film, Bullet Train kind of has too much action in the third act. Felt like they threw it in for the trailer. I think that's enough action in that movie. In my opinion, we all have different opinions. I have a different opinion on it. I think they should have been a little bit more raunchy. I think I explained this already on a different stream. I think they should have had Channing Tatum doing another sex joke in Bullet Train. He should have been like getting a blowjob or giving a blowjob. But the movie, you know what movie I wish had more action? And I felt like the trailers really promised it. Even though I still like the movie. I like the movie well enough. But I feel like the trailer is like really, because my imagination ran wild. Like, holy shit, what's going to be done in this movie? And it kind of gets there. There's like a lot of nasty shit. There's a lot of violence action. But Smokin' Aces. I feel like those trailers and teasers for Smokin' Aces are masterpieces because they really hype up like World War III is going to happen on this hotel floor where Buddy Ace's Israel is. But it doesn't really live up to it. Kind of does, but doesn't really live up to it. Even though it's a good movie. I like it. I like the original Smokin' Aces. I was surprised with Bullet Train. Had a lot of fun with it, but completely agree. Went a little crazy at the end. I slightly it's one of those movies where I'm like, it didn't go quite crazy. Like I wanted to reach like Smokin' Aces, like nasty shit. It never did. It kind of stayed like, fun. So there's like different levels. So there's like, okay, so I'm going to say there's like Guy Ritchie. So you want to be Guy Ritchie, right? There's Guy Ritchie level. And then there's the safe level below Guy Ritchie. You have the Deadpool. I feel like Bullet Train and Deadpool are like below Guy Ritchie. And then Smokin' Aces is like in between. So we have, everyone's trying to be Guy Ritchie. We'll say that. Everyone's trying to be Guy Ritchie. One below that is Copycat, and that's Smokin' Aces. And that's almost Guy Ritchie. Doesn't quite get there, but it's trying to be. And then Bullet Train and Deadpool are like third tier, like Guy Ritchie, where it's like PG audience, where the teenagers don't know that they're riffing off Guy Ritchie movies. Let's see. Wait, did Channing Tatum die at the end? It never seems he got off. I was joking. Okay, so filler vision. I've said this in a previous stream, but I'll repeat it. My joke that I think they should have done, they probably cut it out because they probably wanted the PG-13, but my joke would be that as the train is crashing and everything is going in slow motion, everyone's like, whoa. My joke would have been like one of the bathroom stalls opens and he's like fucking the, what do you call it? The train conductor, because the whole time he's like, is this a sex thing? Is this a sex thing? The payoff to the joke would be him and the train conductor doing the sex thing in one of the bathrooms. Like as the train's crashing, you just see one of the bathroom doors open and you just see Channing Tatum with the guy from Hero, going at it. That's the joke, but they don't do the joke. You just see a freaking little Brad Pitt flying through the action, and then there's some other things going on. But I think to really make that movie like awesome, there should have been more raunchy shit. There should have been more violent stuff, and it doesn't really get there. It's really neutered Deadpool kind of humor. Like they're trying to get that PG-13. It's not. It's not hard R. Yeah, I'm usually disappointed with the lack of action in bigger movies. Yeah. Just watched Max Payne. Dude, I need to rewatch Max Payne. That one's kind of been a sore spot for me just because of bad memories. A little inside baseball, but that was the last movie. Nah, I don't even. No, I can't talk. Just bad memories with that movie. I can't even talk about. That's like personal shit. I don't even want to share that here. Personal shit. I saw the trailer for Bullet Train nearly 40 times. Good Lord. I believe you, Anthony. It's like we all saw the Top Gun trailer 100 times. When was that movie ever coming out? Same thing with Black Phone. Okay, that would have been funny. Yes, right? Right. That would have been so funny. Definitely agree. You need to come and get crazier. Yeah, just it's a bit tame. It's a bit tame. It's a bit childish. Because Anthony. They talk about Thomas the Train in Bullet Train. They talk about Thomas the Train so much where it gets annoying, where it's like, all right, we got the joke. So I don't know if you'd get enjoyment out of it because there's a scene. Oh God. Earthshake. That's for Ray. There's a scene where the guy has a ticket sticker sheet and it has all these different characters from Thomas the Train. And they go through it like a Tarantino mock-off, discussing the characters from Thomas the Train. And I feel like Anthony would love that. You wouldn't like the movie, but I think you'd appreciate the Thomas the Train love in a Bullet Train. Needed more Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is like, oh, dude, he's just a name. He's just a name in that movie. Like nothing matters. Like, or at least I don't. From my memory, it doesn't matter about Bad Bunny because when he gets like, spoilers for Bullet Train, like, but Bad Bunny just shows up to be like a cameo, basically. Like you see this whole like 5-10 minute flashback, and then he gets on the train, and then he, gets killed right away. That's it. He's the name. He's the cameo. He's the freaking he's the we call it not Peter Fonda. Is it Peter Fonda? Oh, who's Peter Fonda's dad? Peter Fonda dad. Peter Fonda dad. It is Henry Fonda. Yes. Bad Bunny is the Henry Fonda of Bullet Train. And what I mean by that is in the movie Tentacles, a 1977 ripoff of Jaws, they got Henry Fonda to be a cameo as a big name in the movie, but they literally filmed all his shit in the same location. And you could tell all they did was like change his shirt, and they filmed all his shit in the same location, probably the same day. So I think Bad Bunny is the Henry Fonda of Bullet Train. Because it doesn't really make sense, too. Because a lot of people said, like, oh, you're not supposed to think about it. But, like, I was thinking about it in the theater. Oh, sorry, Anthony. I thought we did that in the live stream. Oh, God. We didn't do that in the live stream, did we? Oh, God. I'm sorry. Oops. This will go on private. Edited. Oh, my God. I totally forgot about that. Anthony, I'm sorry. Was surprised how many times they referenced Thomas. It wasn't expected. Dude, they go beyond. Like, it could have almost been called Thomas the Bullet Train movie. Bad Bunny dying was so telegraphed. Like, they did the whole montage. And it was like, oh, he'll die after this. It's there's that joke. They do it a lot where they in this. I think it started with MacGruber, where they hired this whole assassins and they blow up, and then it was in Deadpool 2 where they get all the assassins and they die. So I think that's the trope where you get like the big name cameo and you think he's going to be in the movie. Lord. I'm seeing the comments. Oh my God. Sorry. Think for one fucking second. I don't go da 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 da. Yeah, big James Gunn Suicide Gun vibes. Yes, Suicide Gun. Yeah. Think more for one fucking second. I was just moving the light. Yep. Won't say nothing more about that subject. But yes, yeah, Bullet Train. Mixed bag for me. Mixed bag. I think I gave it three stars, where I'd probably, if I was given the option to watch it with somebody and they say, hey, you want to watch Bullet Train? Yeah, sure, I'd watch Bullet Train. But it's not whenever I'd purchase it or buy it or anything like that. I don't even know. I don't even think I'd recommend it. I don't think I'd recommend Bullet Train. And that's coming from me. That's the guy who loves everything. Or it's like, oh, I love movies, but yeah, I'm not gonna, do that. Let's see, what's the next comment here? I hate that trope so much. It's always obvious what will happen, right? And I kind of think that's what they did with Bullet Train. Let's see, we're going on 153. Oh, okay. So I think everything's unboxed for now. What I probably will do, I'll keep this packaging, but I'll probably put the Ninja Turtles from the first movie in here. I guess I could talk about that here. Why not? Why not? So the figures I have so far. Hang on. Let's see. Let's see. I keep seeing that comment on the screen and I'm nervous. Let's see. I got the April O'Neil. She looks great. She looks terrific. What am I behind my Sony payments again? So she's been on the stand. The only thing I'm worried about her is the more she stands, the more her ankles get weak. She has weak ankles. So there's that. I have the April O'Neil. I have two of them. I have one in the box, which is funny because I think it was one of those moments where I buy too many figures and I forgot that I pre-ordered the April O'Neil, because I pre-ordered the April O'Neil online through the NECA sales. And then when I was in Walmart, I'm like, oh, April O'Neil, completely forgetting that I already pre-ordered the April O'Neil. So there was this too. I have the Casey Jones. This is the one that came in the double pack with this Ralph. Bunker. Jose Canseco bat. Tell me you didn't pay money for this. Oh my God, that's so great. Look at him. Look at his little coat. Freak. Damn. Who comes up with this crap? I love it. Can't just wait till morning. And then we have good. We don't need ya. Leonardo. Never said I was a great leader. And then I have little Donatello. Chevy Nova. Excellent. But I don't have Mikey. Mikey and Ralph, I never was able to find in the wild at the store. If I was able to buy them in the store, I would have. I was happy with just having this Ralph in his jacket. I was happy with that because Incarnation of Domination rules, like that's a good version to have. I never thought to buy the 2-pack, and I'm too scared. I'm too scared to buy the 2-pack online because there's too many goddamn bootlegs. Like I've had one bootleg in my life, and I've regretted ever since, and I feel sick about it. So as I was buying the Harley Quinns from Bird of Prey, the SHF figure arts or Mafex, I was buying those and I really liked them. So I wanted to have the Suicide Squad one. And I went online, and the Suicide Squad, original Harley Quinn, she's like crazy expensive. And I found like a cheaper one. And I was looking at reference photos and like, this looks right. This looks like the figure I'm talking about. And when I got the figure, I was like, oh, damn, this is clearly a bootleg. And it was like a Woody doll. She had like no, the joints never held. Like you just like, if you were just like to wave her, she was like this, like her legs and stuff. And it was just like the worst. And she had like different head sculpts and all that. Yeah, I did not like that. And so that's why I'm afraid to buy like NECA, because NECAs could easily be bootlegged. I'm sure these guys are bootlegged more than anything else because there's a lot of Ninja Turtle fans out there, and I feel like they get taken advantage of. Let's see. I hate that trope so much. Casey Jones is one of my secret faves. I have no figures of the guy, but I love him. Daddy, I love him. No. He's a human. You're a mermaid. But yeah, I love this guy. He's so cool. He was in David Cronenberg's Crash. He was in Zodiac. I love him. I'm so glad the actress Judith Hoag was like, hey, buddy, you need to be an action figure. Have you seen the Electric Dreams? The film the guy did. No. What's Electric Dreams, other than the Blade Runner title? Shane Ford, explain, or should I Google it? Let me Google it. Google Electric Dreams. Electric Dreams film. Electric Dreams. Oh, good Lord. What is this? Who's in this? Virginia Madsen. That's the only name. Bud Cort. Don Fellows. No, I never even heard of this. Never out of it. Never out of that. Let's see. What we got? Hate people who do that. Always ripping off fan-ups is something you enjoy for a quick buck. All the cheap, lousy ways to save a buck. That's pretty low, mister. If I had a rubber hose that beat you, I'd change my mind about the checks. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these guys in here. Hopefully. This is the actual Ninja Turtles 2 one. Hang on. Too funny. So I'll get back to this. Okay, so this is the original one. Chevy Nova. Excellent. You know, did you ever think about what Splinter said? You know, not having them. $3 off. Dude, I'm so glad Red Letter Media finally talked about fucking Ninja Turtles. I feel like that's way overdue. Like, honestly. That made me so happy that they talked about it. Because it's just something that I know they love. Like, secretly, you know. Same thing with their Garbage Pail movie review. I'm like, fucking finally, guys. Because, like, I never watched Garbage Pail movie. I only know the movie because of them. So when I watched their review of it, I was like, yes, finally, they're talking about it. Why aren't we talking about it? Oh, that one's going to be a little bit difficult. The Ralph and his gear is going to be a little bit difficult. Sadly, he will not be the incarnation of domination. And then putting away the Leonardo. Maybe this one. Oh, we got a text. Oh, nothing. Okay, so they're all in there. Okay, they're all put away, and then I'll keep the box. Should be good. Alrighty, there's that. Okay, I see more comments. It's a movie from the 80s about a guy who's sentient computer. Ooh, a sentient computer. Basically Roxanne, but with a computer. I never seen Roxanne. Is Roxanne the Steve Martin movie? Freddy is a saint. Freddy is a gift from the heavens. You know what's so funny about that episode, too? So when Freddy did Best of the Worst, he was going to make a terrible joke, and he stopped from saying it. But I found it so sweet and cute that the bad guys, Mike J and Rich, made the joke for him. Because Freddy's too sweet. Freddy can't say bad things. He couldn't even say, like, he can't even make fun of things. But it's almost like, oh God, it's like the bad kids being friends with the good kid. And it's so sweet. I love that. It's great. Freddy's great. Freddy's wonderful. I love Freddy. Freddy's so great with the Red Letter Media crew. It's so wonderful whenever they have guests on that really fit in. I feel like the only guest that did not fit in was Patton Oswalt. I think that's like one of my least favorite episodes of Best of the Worst is the Patton Oswalt one. I've tried to warm up with it. There's some good moments in it, but he just like he doesn't vibe. He's almost the bully to the little bullies. Because they're all bullies. Jay, Mike, and Rich, they're all little bullies. So when an actual bully shows up, it's not great to watch. Because like he fucking bullies them. It's so mean. Like poor Mike, he can barely form a thought, and like just Patton Oswalt just rips him, and it's just like, oh, don't pick on my bully. I like my bullies. But yeah, I love when Freddy's on there. I love when Colin's on there. They're all just like little bullies. I love it. A really fun video they did. Was not aware accidentally caused people to mess with Frank Miller's Wikipedia page. Oh, dude, yeah. Every once in a while, I'll go there and and I'll see that someone messed it up. Yeah, Steve Martin one. I never seen that one. You know, Steve Martin. I feel like he's always been there in my life, even though I haven't really seen his stuff. It kind of reminds me of Mike Martin Short. Like, you know, no one has. I'm sure there's people that do. You know, I'm just put like a little asterisk. I'm sure people do, but like Martin Short, you don't have a favorite Martin Short movie. You know what I'm saying? Like if you do, like if you're my age, you probably do. If you grew up with Martin Short, your favorite Martin Short movie is probably like Clifford or A Simple Wish. Boom. Yeah, it's stupid, but I love it, and I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I'm probably the only one who likes A Simple Wish, but like Martin Short's one of those people where it's like he's funny. You know, he's fucking funny. It's like I think he's more famous from his TV shows. You know, I don't think he's famous for like a movie. I like Jiminy Glick. Jiminy Glick is fantastic. That's funny shit. That's something I wish they would release on Blu-ray. I want to watch all the old Jiminy Glicks. Hang on, what you say? Also a good movie. Okay, good. I knew you'd say Patton. Yes. I don't dig him. I don't. Oh my God, Shane, that was so funny. Okay, so when I did the live stream with Luke, Shane made this comment. And Luke thought like it was actually had to do with the thing. And I'm like, no. It's just a reference I use. I use this reference every time on my stream. I don't dig him. And I don't dig the vibe he brings to a set. He killed his fucking wife. Yeah, I love that line because it's so great. I remember when I first used it. It was a couple years ago. It was someone was trying to give me like peanut butter cookies. And I was like, I don't dig them. And I don't dig the vibe they bring to a set. Let's see. Martin Short has a surprisingly good Larry David impression. Yes. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about, Charlie Brown. Yes, I love it. Love it. But yeah, I think it's Patton. Would you agree, Anthony? Would you agree that the worst guest is Patton? Because I think Macaulay Culkin fits in perfect. It's almost like he grew up with them. It's weird. I guess you could kind of say Max Landis. I think Max Landis would be like the second worst, even though I like that episode. Max Landis is probably the second worst guest on Red Letter Media, or probably the worst guest, depending who you're talking to. I do like who else do they have? I did like that girl, the comedian. She only did that one episode with crazy fat Ethel. I like her. She was funny. Who else was in this show? Worst guess is Sex Pest, probably. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly. Sex Pest. That freaking guy. Such a good line. Surprisingly useful to day-to-day life. Yeah, I know, right? I don't dig him. I don't dig the vibe he brings to it. But yeah, so it's probably Max Landis and then Patton. And then I don't know who'd be the third worst guest. Who would be the third worst? It's not, I don't think he's bad, but I feel like that screenwriter, the bald guy, I forgot his name. I like him because he's very insightful in movies, but he doesn't vibe with like Mike and Rich. Like he's like the bookworm. Like he was like referencing like movies like Pin and different movies. Him and Jay were hitting it off. Mike and Rich were like, what? Who's this guy? Great. The Forbidden episode. Yes, the Forbidden Mountain. Pan definitely fell off with them. He seemed legit miserable when they had him on. Granted, not fun films, but still. Yeah, he just seemed miserable. It's like the two opposite ends of the spectrum, right? So the Sex Pest, like he was a fanboy. I think he was like quoting like Mr. Plinkett jokes in the screening room, which is total cringe. And then Pan Oswalt was just like miserable with the movies they picked and was probably really like genuinely regretting signing up for the show. And it's just like, oh, dude, he didn't know what he was in for. And he bullied my poor Mike. Oh my God. It was, seeing Patton fight with Mike, it was like the end scene of Jurassic World where the Indominus Rex was beating up the T-Rex. And the T-Rex is on the verge of death. And then there's little J Bombin, blue raptor, jumps on top of the Indominus. And then I forgot who else was there. It's probably Rich. Rich is there. He's the Mosasaurus, and they take out the Patton Oswalt. It's wonderful. Mac, Jack, Freddy goes best. Dude, Jack Quaid. Jack Quaid, that's lightning in the bottle. Holy shit, he's like, who'd have thought that? Who'd have thought fucking Jack Quaid, the son of Dennis Quaid, Meg Ryan, would be like fit right in like a glove with Red Letter Media. Holy shit. First Patton, then William Shatner, leave Mike alone. He did. Oh my god, that's so true. I remember that. I think Mike was literally going to cry because William Shatner doesn't like him. And Tim isn't a great guest, but he's definitely the auxiliary members. Oh wait, hang on, I read that wrong. My bad. Tim isn't a guest, but he's one of the great auxiliary members. Yes, Tim is a wonderful addition. Tim drinks everyone under the table, where he gets so fucked up he can't even pick a best of the worst. I love it. He's like, "What's the best of the worst? I don't know what's going on." It's so great. I love it. Tim is like definitely a new favorite. Okay, so let me wrap up by putting all these guys on their stands. And then putting their accessories on them. So the nunchucks go with little Mikey. Yeah, because I'm over 2 hours now, so that's pretty good. It's pretty good. And if I bring into the DVDs, holy shit, I guess we can go on a whole riff about the movies, which is exciting. Because I did buy a decent amount of movies, and I will spoil one of them. I finally bought the first season of Sailor Moon. So I'll finally check out Sailor Moon. Ooh. I was almost going to buy the whole series, actually do that. But I'm like, no, hang on. Wait a minute, Frank. Don't get too excited. Just get the first season and see where you can go. Just get the first season of Sailor Moon. What if you don't like it? What if you don't even watch it for like 5 years? Like my freaking Cowboy Bebop. I bought Cowboy Bebop so long ago and I still haven't sat down and watched it. I freaking watched my Speed Racers before Cowboy Bebop. I love Speed Racer. I only watched the first disc though, because it's 4 hours, dude. That's 4 hours of Speed Racer. I love the show, but god damn, 4 hours. Ugh. Okay, so Mikey's got his little nunchucks in, and I'm going to dress him up in the Casablanca gear off camera, and he'll go on the shelf. Put him on his little stand. Oh, dude, what is that song? That just popped in my head. That freaking Shania Twain. Pull up a seat, take a load off your feet. Oh, that just popped in my head for some reason. Okay, then we have little Leonardo. And he's got a stand. Cowboy Bebop is so short. Watch that already. That's such an Anthony thing. I think I probably will. Anthony's like the painting in Young Frankenstein, where I'm like, I won't do it. And then it just zooms in, and I'm like, all right, I will. Destiny, no escape, that's for me. Yep, Anthony is my Baron Frankenstein painting on the wall. He's like, just do it already. I'm like, fine, Anthony, I'll do it. Or is he the Griff? All right, I'll do it, Griff. Whatever you say. You know what's cool about the Blu-ray? Well, not even Blu-ray. It's the 4K. The 4K of Back to the Future. I noticed that Michael J. Fox had contacts in for Marty McFly Jr. That's fucking cool. I never noticed that before. Like he has like, I think they're blue eyes. I think they're like bright blue eyes, and you could notice it in the 4K. And then it's so cool. Like, he has big giant blue eyes, and then because I think his regular eyes are brown, or vice versa. Skip that, reverse it. I forget which. But that was amazing to see on the 4K, which is like, holy smokes, Judy and Peter. Oh, that's another movie I need to upgrade. Jumanji. Jumanji is freaking underrated, and it hurts. It hurts me that it's so underrated because I rewatched that and I'm like, that's the magic of movies. That's your Anakin Skywalker. Seriously, it's so good. So good. Okay. I probably will take the staff out of his hand. I'll probably put that on his back because I got to put him in holding the phone. The phone. I probably will. Hang on. Get the staff out of his hand. Get that shit out of here. Get that crap out of here. Okay, how do I do this? Okay. Oh, that's weird. So on the back here, there's actual like fabric to hold the staff in there. Yeah, I'll have him hold the phone booth. We're not. Is the phone booth or payphone? I'll have him holding the payphone. Okay, let's go to the comments. I've seen a ton of them pop up. Only seen the live action Cowboy Bebop. Same boat as you, where I meant to watch the original. Haven't gotten around to it. I have the DVDs. I ripped the Blu-rays from the library, but yet I have not watched Cowboy Bebop, and I regret that because it's. Here's the thing: like, I'm not huge into anime. I really am not. But like the things that I've animated that I do like, I really do like. Like I like Akira. I love the animation of that. I feel like that is like the animation so smooth and beautiful. And I feel like that's the same way with a Cowboy Bebop. I feel like everything, like I love that aesthetic of Cowboy Bebop. I really do. I love the cheesiness of Speed Racer, but I don't know, like, I don't know. It's like stuff I know. It's like, these are things I know. I know racing. I know space bounty hunters. But when it comes to something like Dragon Ball Z, it's like, what the fuck is this? I don't know. It's like weird. It's like a different culture thing where it's not easy for me to connect, which I'm sure it probably is if we sat down and watched it. But like when I see that, it's like, well, I don't know what you're going for. It's a little weird. It's a little weird to me. There's a guy who's pink and there's a green guy. This is weird. This is weird shit. But Speed Racer, racing, big business people, I get that. I can relate. Cowboy Bebop, Bounty Hunter, I get that. I can relate. Sailor Moon Scouts, I'm going to give it a chance. I have no idea what the hell it's about. I'm sure it's weird shit, but I'm going to give it a chance. Let's see. Found it interesting how last year 2 major animated American movies had a lot of anime influence in them. Turning Red and Bad Guys. Both really fun. Have not checked those out. Have not seen Turning Red. Have not seen The Bad Guys. I don't know. I didn't hear much about them. I saw the meme from Turning Red where the girl's like drawing her crush. That was a meme. And then The Bad Guys was like a sleeper hit because there was like no children's films in the theater. So it made huge bank in the theater. That's another thing. Like nowadays, if I were to make a movie, or if I were to Frankie, if you're on the studio, what are you going to make? I would make horror movies because those make a lot of money. And then I would release a children's film just because there's like no kid movies out like freaking like September through like August. And those make a lot of bank like this freaking The Bad Guys movie where like there was nothing in the theater for kids. There's nothing in there. Like it was like Sonic 2 and then The Bad Guys. That was it for like the longest time. That is it. But yeah, I just found that interesting. I'm the Goblin Helmet and you're a Norman. Just like Phil, every chat needs a Goblin Helmet. No, that's for Phil. Phil, we're the Goblin Helmet for Phil. You got to be something different, Anthony. I'm going to make you either the Dr. Frankenstein painting on the wall, or you got to be the Griff. Now, what's the right answer? Are you in or you out? Yeah, I think I'm going to make you the Griff. Gramps, I said 2 coats, not just 1. Let's see. Really holding out hope for another channel. We'll pick up the live action Bebop for another season. Maybe sci-fi. Yeah, maybe. There's always a chance. It'd be nice if someone picked up and continued it. Fingers crossed. Thoughts on Zathura? I seen it once in high school. I rented it from the library. I liked it. There's a twist, right? Where it turns out Dax Shepard is the kid who's older. It's one of those kind of movies. Yeah. It's good, though. Totally feel that. Really vibe with the look of certain 90s anime, but have admired it from a distance. Don't really know where to start. Exactly. It's like, I don't know where to start. Like, I'm starting out with freaking Speed Racer. I'm taking baby steps. I'm going to start with Speed Racer, and then I'm going to go to Sailor Moon, and then maybe dive into Cowboy Bebop. But Anthony, he's, pulling a Griff. He's, I need to talk to my father. Your father? Ah. Anthony's like, we got no scrote. No, I'm going to watch Cowboy Bebop. I probably will. Oh, after this, I'll probably put it in. What is it, only 8 o'clock right now? I got enough time. As Mr. Incredible said, I got time. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do Cowboy Bebop. I'll probably watch an hour. Let's see. That's the twist. Yep. And then sort of sucker for older anime 60s. Something about the era feels appealing to me. I know, right? That was another anime I grew up with. I've been trying to track it down, but it's so weird. It's a bunch of like single discs or like a season 1, but it's not all the. It's like season 1, part 1. I hate that shit. It's Leo the Lion. I grew up with one episode on VHS, and of course, it's the one with the gorilla, where the little cub meets this gorilla, and everyone thinks this gorilla is mean or terrible, or like a bully, and they find out that the gorilla is just simple-minded. It's just a simpleton, and he's friendly, even though he could be mean, or I should say strong. Maybe he's short-tempered. I don't know. Maybe that's the rumor. But that was the anime I watched, and it's that very simple speed racer where it's just like the cartoon character, and the only thing that moves is the mouth. I grew up with that. I really want to get into that just because I do. I agree with you. I like that aesthetic of the simple anime where just the mouth moving, and also that freaking American version of the theme song is just so bomb. Leo, save the day. Leo, come to our rescue. So cool. I love that. It's so awesome. At least the intro was. It stuck with me. I want to watch that. So I want to get into, finish up my Speed Racer. I want to watch Leo the Lion wherever I could find it. Watch my Sailor Moons, and then hopefully tonight, Anthony's going to hold me to it. I'm going to try to watch at least an hour of Cowboy Bebop tonight. Let's see. So Thor is the missing piece of the Kristen Stewart project. No, she's too young. Okay, so the Kristen Stewart project. I don't even know if I want to deep dive into this. So the Kristen Stewart project, like there's a time with mashups. I got it. I don't even know. Should I talk about it now? So with my Q&A I want to do for Chief Brody Rules, I actually have to do an announcement video because no one asked any questions. There's like one person who has a question. But I want to do like the ultimate Chief Brody Rules stream where I just talk about like the ideas and what goes into making what my videos are. Because there's so many different things that I've made over the years, editing wise. Because like what I started out with was music videos, and that's where I learned with storytelling, and then I learned about the fan trailers. Well, not even fan trailers, trailer mashups, and then YouTube poop, and then fan trailers, and then the vanity projects. I'm talking about like this is like a vanity project thing. So this is Thor being the Kristen Stewart project. She's too young in this. That's the first thing. Because when I do movies, I do a lot of research of how young the actors are. And I think the cutoff point for Kristen Stewart is one of the Twilight movies. I forget which. But that's like the cutoff point. Because that was the similar problem I had with the Batman versus Superman trailer with John Cusack. There is a cutoff point for John Cusack. It's so weird. Like he had a baby face throughout the whole 80s. And then I think it's Grifters where he finally, his face morphs into adult John Cusack. So from like Grifters to all the way to like, I think my cutoff point was Must Love Dogs. And that was like 2007. So there's like an era of actor you could use. That's why I kind of like using Tom Cruise. Because Tom Cruise has looked the same from fucking like 1985 till like now. That's why I love Tom Cruise with trailer mashups. Like you could use any of those movies. Same thing with Bruce Willis. It's a bit difficult. There's a movie that just released on 4K and Blu-ray from Kino Lorber called Nobody's Perfect. It's a Paul Newman movie, but Bruce Willis is in it. And I feel like that's the missing piece to a lot of my mashups because I think he's like a third lead in that movie, Bruce Willis. And I'm like, I need to see that movie. I've never seen it. And I feel like that's the missing piece for, DC or mashups I do. But yeah, Kristen Stewart project. Yeah. So Thora, she's way too young. Because there was a movie called In the Land of Women. There's some great shots in there that I really want to use, but she's too young. She's too young, bro. She's too young. Leo Lion Emperor. Do it. Once more, the galaxy shall be ruled again. Still need to see Leo. The animation looks amazing from the clips I've seen of it. Leo, save the day. Leo, come to the rescue. Yep, yeah, she's way too young in it. She's too young for you, bro. She's too young for you. But Cherry Bomb. Yeah, I'm not even sure what I'm going to call it. I still want to call it Cherry Bomb because there was like a working title. I was going to call it Superstar, And then immediately after saying that, someone referenced the movie Superstar with, Kelly Gallagher, that girl from SNL. I was like, fuck, damn it. People still remember that obscure movie. Damn it. That's a fun video. I had working on the thumbnail for it. Oh my God, Filler Vision. Oh, I know who you are. You're Cade Fisher. You are Henry. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. That's who Filler Vision is. I had no idea. No idea. Great to see you, Cade Fisher. Okay, so this is Cade. He's worked on so many things for me. I feel guilty for like taking some of them because like he's helped me out with a lot of them. He's done like the freaking logos for my stuff. He's done a lot of things for me, and I can't thank him enough. Thank you, Cade. You're amazing. You're the best. Wow, he's the greatest. He's the secret, guy who makes all my stuff work out. Even though it may not seem like a big thing, but like having a logo for stuff and then like having just like a thumbnail for things. Because I discovered Filler Vision through DeviantArt. Because there was a time where I was like, is there anyone talking about Chief Brody Rules? And then he did like this cool movie poster. I think it was you. I'm pretty sure it was you, Kate. So correct me if I'm wrong. But I think you did a poster where it looked like Tom Cruise was running off of a movie poster. And it said real life. And I thought that was the coolest fucking thing I've seen. I was like, oh man, that's so cool. Because that would be great for like my real life trailer, my fan trailer, having Tom Cruise come off the movie poster. And that's cool. I like that. And I think that was you. Correct me if I'm wrong. Grifters is so good. And then your 90s BVS trailer, I mean. Yes. Oh, Anthony is gone. Okay, Anthony's gone. I should probably wrap it up. Absolutely welcome. Always happy to help you out. Okay, so if Anthony's gone, we have to wrap up the show. So thank you guys for showing up. I enjoy this. It's been great. It's been 2 hours, 25 minutes. Good time to wrap up. So see you guys next week. I'll do the DVD haul. And hang on. Before we close out, I did see the comment. Yes, real life trailer of Sunday Fun Concept. Had working on the poster. Yes. Thank you. But it's great to see you guys. Everyone showed up here. That was really wonderful. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Cade. Thank you, Captain Iron Dog. Thank you, Shane Ford. Oh my God. You always support me. Great. But yeah, next week will definitely be the DVD haul. So thank you guys, though. Thank you guys for showing up. It's really great. And I can't believe it's been 2 hours. That's wild. This went by fast. But yeah, it's really fun. And I'm going to wrap it up now.